You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays on Bess 100 FM. 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. The numbers are 279-8473, 279-8473, and 619-1508, 619-1508. Also streaming live on the internet. Bess FM, Straight Up, Robin Jerry Small.
If you're to feel it, you've got to be clean. You got to make it straight. You can't believe. Share the joys togetherness can bring. To the true soul, you just have to cling, and then you will feel it, feel it, feel. You'll feel the soul inside of you.
You're listening to Bess
100.
The views, opinions, or statements which are expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of Bess 100 FM.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats Bess FM.
Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC.
Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So
Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC.
let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So
Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along. Here to pick up the pieces.
Let us keep clean, my sister. Let us look good, my brother.
Yes, good morning. Welcome to the program for today. Welcome to the program for today, the 16th, Tuesday, the 16th of August, 2022. And the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. We meet here daily and other places. We meet here daily and other places all around the world, but we happen to be in Jamaica. We meet here daily and other places to help each other, make the adjustments that we need to make and that we discover that we need to make. And more people are discovering that we are selling out our young people in a slavery, in an enslavement. We who come find ourselves in this prison environment, prison economy, and if we continue to allow that and don't do any work on it, what we're doing is selling out our young people in a enslavement and low wages, and don't live nowhere and don't have no land. Sell out the young people. That them feel bound and them feel that this is natural. Our young people are grow up thinking it is natural to be poor, natural to be working for low wages, natural to don't live nowhere, and natural to pay rent, natural to don't own a land. That is what we are selling. Some of us, and therefore the body of us, selling our young people, whether them is 20 or them is 2-year-old or 2 weeks old or 2 minutes old, selling them in enslavement. So that is what we meet here today, every day, to unravel and to prepare each other, help prepare each other. Because we're going to throw off this. We're going to throw off this. We have a piece of music there. We find it yet? All right. Yes, so yesterday I'm so sorry because of a technical difficulty. I neglected the live chat component of the program, the system by which people can write in their contribution to the discussion. Let's start out with the live chat now. Live chat. Ricardo Portius said, be a positive energy trampoline. Absorb what you need and rebound more back. In other words, when you bounce off with even more energy. Yes. Bob Cosmic said, greetings, Bongo Jerry, and four corners of the world. Forward, I say greetings. You have taught me much, I give thanks, and even your musical knowledge is so immaculate. Trinidad in the house. Good to know that Trinidad in the house. Kevin Lawson said, blessed Philadelphia watching on YouTube. The Natal Bosco. Inspired Souls. Take a Limpico say, good morning, Bess FM, all on board. New Jersey. Damian Pollock say, good morning, Ross Jerry. Keon Brown say, balance and order, moral compassion. Skelly 21 say, blessed morning, South Florida house, another hot day in Florida, can you imagine? Yeah, so the heat, not only heat, but overheat and bad behavior. I walk down the road as usual. The whole of the road them full of trash and litter. Trash and litter, and the government a thief the garbage worker their money. Government people that work in the government a thief the garbage worker their money. And the road full of litter, I walk down the road and it just the people in a car throw out things on the road. Driver throw out things, passenger throw out things on the road. I'm not caring about them. Few people care about carelessness, you know, careless behavior. But more and more people come into them senses. That's great. Yeah, we find any music yet? Alright, I could play that first piece of music, whole time piece of Jamaican music, but you will understand it. Those who are powerful and super rich, and some who are newly rich especially, forget about waiting for them to care about you. Start care about one another. Let's care it from the Heptone. Them not care. The techniques. Let's hear it. Good morning. Welcome to the program. We're taking the first phone call. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Sasamar.
How are you doing?
Not too bad. And good morning to everyone. Yes, I just want to touch a little on this topic here with the poverty.
On the what?
You know, the poverty, what, you know.
The poverty, yes.
Poverty. You know. And I was saying that in the USA, every children there belong to the government.
Yes.
And they call them government picnic.
Yes.
So if the parents want to work, fine. But they have resources too. Because every month they get check.
Get welfare check.
Yes. And they have so much different avenues. They have money for food, they have money for to pay them rental. You know, and who is in rental, so they have plenty food pantry around they can go on.
Yeah.
You know, so they don't have time for hunger, or they don't know what is.
So when them getting
hungry.
the check and the handout, politician take photo I give them. When they in America, when them I get them welfare check and them handout, politician take photo I give them, like a them the politician make it happen.
No.
Oh.
I don't see
So we know that
because
this politician will take the photo and hand out house where our money buy and give people. You know that these politicians are crab louse.
Yeah. So this man, no, when him after them take away our resources, land and everything.
Yes.
So what can happen now? No peer poverty and peer, because you keep taking away things from the poor people and letting them without land and, you know, whatsoever they have to help them. You know, no crime them have built up on them.
No, the crime, them don't mind the crime because they have extra protection. So the crime will affect the same poor people. But when they withhold the land, they know that the poor people will work for low wages.
Mm-hmm.
Because if when you have 18 or 16-year-old and leave school, if your father have 100 acre land and him allow you the children to work it, you wouldn't go work for 30 shilling and £2 a week. So to get people to work for low wages, them have to keep away land and these things from them. So that's why they have so many people working for cheap low wages. You ever watching at the evening or the morning, the thousands of people you see walk on the road?
Yes.
When we was young, we never see so much thousands of people walk go work and walk go home.
No.
People could afford to pay £3 on the bus and take all 3 bus £3 that are £9.
Yeah.
But now, even people who say them are middle class people, young people, them have to walk one of the bus fare. Like them have to take 2 bus come, them walk. So you see thousands of people a man time a walk. That's why the street them so full of people now. When I look at youth, you don't see so much people a walk. When we look at youth, now and again, just 1 and 2 people you see a walk go work. Mostly people who do domestic work, you see them a walk all 2, 3, 4 miles go work. But now, all who are work in a shop, are work in a lawyer office, all who are work in New Kingston, if you walk one of the fair, them walk from New Kingston go Tree, or them walk from Crossroad go Tree, and walk one of the fair and pay one of the fair.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how you get poor people. This is how you get people for work for low wages when them don't have no land. If them don't have land, you wouldn't even see them at Kingston. Them are there, them country. Plant food and a send it to a town go sell there.
Yeah.
Food that sell there no all a market, you know. So who have land? That's why the food there, you know. The food is there because there's only few people have land. When everybody have land, food can't there, you know.
So true.
When everybody have land, even 1 acre land, food cannot be expensive.
No. Because I remember as a girl growing up, my father used to do farming. He was a cane farmer, banana farmer.
Yeah.
And, you know, and him plant up. We'd have plenty food around. You know, he could give to who don't have.
Yes.
You know.
Because them time the man, and them time they wasn't perfect, you know. We was still in prison, you know. We was still in prison, but our people never have to sell out the land so much. Our people grab, after them say slavery done, our people grab a whole heap of land up in the hills, you know. Whole heap of land, you know. But when time get harder now, them start sell it out and buy ticket for go to England. So most of the land lose, you know. Sell it out and buy ticket, gone to England, gone work, or sell it out to backside.
Yeah.
So little by little, the little land where we did grab up in the hills, them, we lose most of it. And gone work, gone to town, gone work, and gone walk, home and walk, go work. You
And
tell me, I want
some of
anybody
them
call
too.
and tell me if when them young, even 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40, 50, 60 years ago, if them see so much people are walk on the road a morning time or even time, especially when I say to them, thousands of people. The normal thing is only half of the people in a taxi, half of the people are walk.
Right.
I only take taxi for half of the journey because you have to save that to buy one raisin bread. And the raisin bread no value nothing. Or you save one of the taxi for buy one raisin bread.
I tell you, man.
But we're not going to just go and complain, you know. Look here, I'm telling you. It going boil up nice. Everything going boil up nice. When it boil up nice, all police have a back off and soldiers have a back off. You didn't know that?
Yeah, man.
Yes, and soldiers and police join the ordinary people on the street too. When it boil up nice. That time you hear plane a take off, you know. When you go to the airport, a pure siren. A pure car a drive with siren in front of them, I go to the airport, you know. Guess how I go away? When little more, when you say pure siren in car, I run go airport quietly, all hours, and then I go in the middle day when you see them, you know. All hours at night.
Yeah.
Hours at night. More time than go silent too, but all night they might have used the siren. Run them a run way, you know. So most of the super rich have place abroad with them for run go already, you know.
Yeah, man. And then go away like thief in the night, yes.
Yes, not like thief in the night. The thief go away in the night.
Yeah, man. So, you know, they have for them escape route already, and they have them.
The Prime Minister is not from here, you know. The Prime Minister is from St. Lucia, you know. You never know. You soon know.
Okay.
And
you have your resources there.
Yes, that's where them pack up them things. Anytime them travel, them go collect, you know. When them a fly out, them stop and collect. And when them a fly back in, them stop again and lodge. Lodge money and buy land and things are foreign. But you're not sorry for yourself at all. Pata boil. You know, when pata boil, you know, say, food soon ready, man. Pata boil.
Yeah. When you have time, when you have time to play in the ghetto, like Candy State, yeah.
In the ghetto, yeah, man. You know, it's a white man write that too. Yeah, because the white man side to a gun. And Elvis Presley, I believe, sing it first in a white man.
Okay.
But it suit when we hear our people sing it, we know, say, somebody was studying us.
Okay. Because you know what I think about? Me I forget it on your level. I don't remember if I Sugar Mine had sing that song there.
Yeah, I forget it, man. We still remember somebody one of them man, the Ambridge and sister can't tell how which one. Get it on the level. Remember it, man?
Yeah. So me there about my grandson now. He have a problem. So sometimes I'm not calling to get the song for me and say I come all half an hour and take the call.
Anyway, nobody talk out in business pan here.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much here, ma'am.
So, yeah, may I listen? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Next one again. Good morning and welcome to the program. Morning, welcome to the program.
Teacher.
Go on.
Teacher.
Go ahead, please. Morning.
Morning, teacher. Big up yourself.
Yeah.
All right. You know, sir, before I start follow the movement, the Rastafarian movement, we used to in tune to the Christianity, but there are so many denominations, but they still have one denomination, one God that's to them, but the denomination of them is more than one. And they always find themselves in some Garawar who is the righteous, who was the righteous and who are the holiest.
Yeah, holiest, yeah.
Right. And since we start follow the Rastafarian movement, we find it with the Garvey and the Selassie.
Yes.
So you have there's a next wedge between the two of them again. I try to find out what would have caused. And to my little knowledge, get to understand when Marcus Garvey is incarcerated and he must send message vice versa to the one another, and Marcus Garvey now received none. Them feel like say His Majesty betray man all of these
Yes,
things.
His Majesty ignore him. But on incarceration, I want to mean exile, you know. It's a form of incarceration. Going to exile. Have to stay away from him, from where him come from him country him come from. Gone to England, is gone get depressed and sad. And then Haile Selassie also have to leave out a film country. Come to England. Marcus feel good now, Sarah, to them come to England maybe. If the two will join, just like how me and you there. If the two will join together, we can get out of this mess.
Right.
Yes, yes.
But the people them they look deep looking at it now see if Babylon in control a certain thing.
Hear what now? Hear what up now? It's a tendency of human being when they encourage them one another and encourage themselves. To tell themselves and tell one another, say, we are the greatest and all other people is below us. So that's why every one of the denomination always said them are the right denomination and them is God people and nobody else now save if you not come in for them group.
Yeah, but
hold on a minute, hold on. So it is same way, that's why I don't contribute to this idea say the whole of we black people are royalty. Because same as I show people now say the whole of we better than all of the rest of the people. We are royalty and them are coming up. That is not good for you. I idiot argument too. Idiot argument.
Big time, man. Big idiot argument.
But some very dignified people are talking, you know. So it and them go on and look like them are really royalty, you know. So sometimes you want to hesitate when you say an idiot thing, but I know it's an idiot thing.
You're right. It's when there's dignified person talking about some other people know, I say, you know, some children people that talk and them start feel inferior to them own self.
Yeah, so that man, that time now them start look money. People feel inferior when them poor. And some of them look money and when them get the money, them say me a royalty now. And same time them start show up on the other people.
Let me get this, you know. You're not going to be royalty, I turn royalty to you.
Yes, because even pastor, I show you say, if you did throw more tithes and if you did bow down to him, you would have get more money. So anytime you start get big in a life, pastor show the rest of the congregation, say Jane they start to improve and have big work, you know, because she's faithful to the church and she's one of the blessed one, and you not blessed yet, because see you drive old car there.
You know, so I start follow the movement now. I start in tune to you on a daily basis. I used to have a brethren that come here, come drop off mail. But he move with the Garvey. So when him come and hear me, I talk and I listen to you. Him start to, you can't listen to them Monday. The Monday still see. The Monday still see, you know, they still see.
Them man, hold on, I can hear good. Them Monday do what?
Him said, me cannot listen to you.
No, when they pass that now, when him said them Monday do what?
The man that follow Selassie.
And
Selassie, and a good man and all of these things. So I say, hold on, brother, hold on there. So your government now, to me, I listen to this man, and you are a follow Garvey, me and you have a difference. Well, you know, do what you want to say, no? So I say, hold on, man, because this is the problem between the Rastafarian and the Garvey people, them, the white things are unite and it takes so long, you know.
Yeah,
because there's no grudge, and yet still we are roll a grudge. We want that the two man never want this to we. So
yes, but
we never offer these things.
Yes, but what you ask him now, say next time you see him and him ready to talk, if you have the time, you ask him to make we discuss what was the problem between Haile Selassie and Garvey here.
You always ask him.
No, well, all right. When you ask him, what him say?
Him say. Garvey.
All right, when him say that, hold on, that's just the headline. So when you tell me the headline now, you have to tell me the story. Tell me how the betrayal go. Ask him, next time you ask him, tell me how the betrayal it go. Tell me the step by step how the betrayal it go. Once you start, ask him to carry you step by step. You're going to hear a different thing, yeah?
And as I said, and yesterday me cannot hear the program that side towards, like say, personal call, if it's clear up, to say, if it's Garvey do something wrong, or His Majesty do something wrong. You know, two men do something wrong. It was like, it was... Misunderstanding. Yeah.
Just like how you have, in the track and field team, you have misunderstanding, and the back no pass good.
Even in your personal life, with your own
yes.
people, you have misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you can have greater understanding after you have misunderstanding.
Greater, better, much better too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, me I said to myself, you know, see, This is the problem we're going to have now, you know. And then, you know, so me hear you say the Maroon, them have to go reconcile with the Africans.
Yes, man, the Maroon. The Maroon have a leg of the idea, so them is higher than the rest of we African. And if them don't want to let it go. Yes, all people. No, not, we don't have to go through the whole of them. All people.
Everyone away.
All people should let go the idea that them higher than other people. But if them don't want to let it go, go and hold on it. And you will see how it work out.
You understand? So me have to between we the Africans who self Garvey and His Majesty and oneness.
Yeah, but you have to reason it out. So anytime you see them now. Hear this now. All reasoning. Hear me now? Yeah, hear me?
Yes, that's man.
All reasoning can work out, but you have to go tell them, say, make we do it step by step. If them can't agree if you do it step by step, you know them not ready yet. So don't make them hold you up on your journey.
And you see, over the years, Mr. Small made that in tune to the Christian, and that was the problem, you know. They don't want to go step by step.
No, want to go step by step. No. But when them ready, when some ready, you know, so you will always have some who just get ready. But anyway, I don't want people believe like say, me and you more important, me and you talk more important for them one, so we have to go to some other call.
Alright, my boss, and thanks again.
Yeah, man, and then now we're going to go stop call one another, my boss and all them way there. We're going to fire boss. Boss always fire we, but we are going to fire boss. You know that? You didn't know?
Please, that. Yes, man. Respect you, know, so much, you know.
Yes, man, look more.
Yes, please.
Fire their mus tail and them team. Say how cool breeze. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Jerry Small.
Go on.
Robin.
Yeah, but not thieving.
Something I got asked where I find my spirit keep questioning when me hear you say.
Yeah.
You know, me might think about it. Many different thoughts might come to my mind according to when me hear you say, but me I got asked to explain yourself now.
Yeah.
You say His Majesty, Haile Selassie the First is the highest.
No, I said that Haile Selassie is the highest.
Yeah.
All right. Where am I? Am I the highest high jumper or pole vaulter? All
right. That is why I say explain what you mean.
No, tell me the sentence. Hold on. Just remind me the sentence when me they talk.
You never explain yourself. You always say it's the highest. You never said that. You can listen back to some tape.
No, me not doubt you, but me I try to remember what kind of sentence me I use. Tell me about the sentence.
I don't remember yet.
No, you see, for you not remember, me not go admit the evidence there. I don't doubt it, you know, but if you can't tell me it in a sentence, something wrong.
Well,
me just jump up and say Haile Selassie are the highest.
You refer to him as the highest. As the highest.
Try remember the sentence. No. Anytime you remember the sentence now, we can that time of the context, you know. Sentence is the context, you know. Because if we don't have the context, you know. But anyway, if me did say Haile Selassie are the highest, what you say about that? That you find a fault with that?
I'm just trying to understand what you mean when you say that.
I can't remember. If you're not reminding me of the sentence, I can't remember. But maybe most likely me I tell you say most likely if me did say that, cause that out of context. But most likely the context might be in achievement, highest achiever. You know, high achiever.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, me does. Mean I achieve. All right. Meaning the role in play upon the international stage.
You're not going to qualify that, man. Highest achiever. I mean, everybody get the opportunity, and up to now, maybe him are the highest achiever. But I don't remember the sentence. I know you can't remember me the sentence. You know?
Anyway, it's just that me here say more than one time. So
yes, but you repeat that over and over. You can't tell me the sentence when I talk.
I don't remember you said the sentence.
Then how you remember? You don't remember the sentence, but you remember say me say Selassie are the highest. How come? That's sound away.
Well, you know what I say.
Maybe it's in your mind, you know. Maybe it's an impression in your mind. Because you have impression more vivid than
callers who listen to you can call and...
Me not doubt, you know. Me not deny, you know. But me I said, tell me the sentence back.
I don't remember that part of that. Probably.
Like all if me tell a girl say, boy, me love you the most, you know. You have to tell me the year when me say so. Because maybe me love her the most in 1919. Or maybe by 1930, me love a different one more. Or maybe fear love, my love grow more. But you have to tell me the year because it depends. That's how we keep record, you know. You keep record. Both did have the record that year. And a guy broke it 20 years later and a boss off on both. Am I idiot? Both did have it 20 years. That time him never born. And you go boss off on people way. You do greater than them 40 years later. After you climb up on them back and do it. You know?
Yeah. You refer to as most people are good people.
I believe most people is good natured. My belief is from observing life or my experience in my life is that most people is good natured. And very few people or much less people is bad natured.
And them say that you have about what 7 billion people on earth.
7, 8 from here, you're about 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, not them years, 7, 8, right? So the most people there can be say 5 billion people.
Yes.
6 billion people, even 7 billion people for 8 billion people.
Yes, most. But anyhow, it's more than half, you know. Anything over half is most, you know.
Yeah.
So it can be 4 billion too. Or even 3.5. But I believe more people is good natured more than what is bad natured. And if more people was bad natured than good natured, dog would have a supper. Already. Are you there?
All right. Yeah, me there, man. Me there. I listen to you carefully and things.
You believe that most people bad natured?
I feel like me say most people carry good and bad vibration.
Me know, but them carry good more than carry bad, or them carry bad more than carry good.
I feel like only a tiny few people really try to be truly good.
Me not talk about they try to be good, you know. Me talk about nature. Nature mean you naturally stay, you know, not what you try.
Yeah.
What you try now. What you try now is improvement.
Everybody carry good and bad.
What you say? What you say?
To me, everybody carry good and bad vibration in them.
Yes, but which one them carry more?
You know, I guess most people intend to still do bad things.
And you too?
Deliberate.
All right, you too?
Even if they might do good things.
Most people intend to do bad things.
Yeah, deliberately, I would say, you know, even if they might still do good things.
Yes. So I think that people more people. All right, therefore, hold on a little.
Refer to as bad people. Sometimes you see them do kind deeds.
All right, hold on there. But so anyway, the impression you get is that human being more tend to bad more than good.
Yeah, I would say that.
All right, okay. But what you find about yourself now?
Myself, me intend to be good more than bad.
In your estimation. That is in your estimation.
That is in my estimation, yeah.
Okay. Are you judge yourself tougher than how you judge other people?
I intend to.
Not intend to, that tomorrow. That I would have.
Yeah,
that a police staff.
So.
Police training. Police training school them taught the development.
Yeah, I would say so. I would prefer judge myself.
You see, they're just stuck on the wood there now. But anyway, you say you judge yourself harsh and how you judge other people?
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, all right. It's always better to mark yourself hard.
Yeah. Me born if I take full responsibility for anything me do.
Yes.
I say. I even think, you know, because sometimes a man might do things and say things, but probably he must still have some thought in himself, or, you know, so he might do it now, even say it. But,
yes.
You know,
But anyway, what me find the best thing for me now, me take time cut down what me not like little. Me find certain time me cut it too much. Sometimes me can't hold it. The muscle when me have no, you know, to hold up. I'm going to go to some more call. Call me back again.
And that will make me judge you a person like that as a good person, not like a perfect.
No,
but
I look no ratings.
Better.
I shouldn't tell you what me I do, cause
All right, let's up.
All right, thank you. Have a next call. Good morning, welcome.
Yes, Jerry.
Oh, go on.
Big up yourself, man.
Nah, big up nothing.
It starts with a politician.
Yeah.
Mr. Wonder Wollens sat there at the Labour Party headquarters.
Wellness.
Yes. He was talking about the impending legislation to bring certain things to curb the gun violence.
Certain thing like what?
No, it no come yet. It is on its way. But he was saying that the Minister of National Security, if he wants, he can issue also an amnesty.
Him can what?
Issue an amnesty so that the brother can bring the gun with no question asked.
Yes.
Why
him have to talk about them things now?
Mr. Small, me and the lady there coming up to the 2 o'clock yesterday.
Yeah.
Mr. Small, certain things I never agree with, but me have to agree with it because...
Like what? Like what you have to agree with?
Alright, me explain the amount of defiant youth in Jamaica, you know, right across the board, you know.
Yeah.
Party and no party, right across the board, you know.
Yeah.
Right? Only one thing, if there's a viable alternative to the gun, the majority, you know, because some gonna try the wood, some gonna fly through the sea. But the majority of the youth, man, right now, they're saying a viable alternative to the gun, they will change gear, you know.
Yeah.
Unlike Mr. Andrew Wellness proposal about legislation, that not going to work.
Yeah. Why Wellness have to talk about security legislation?
Mr. Small, the world know where I'm going, you know.
Yeah, ask your question. Please answer the question. Why Wellness have to talk about security thing now?
No, because he's a failure.
No, because to him knows that Chang and the commission are failure. He might try talk like with more like him have more authority in security.
Yeah, Dr. Peter Philip no. Sunday at his constituency conference. He was talking about the last 40 years. That may be the time that he entered politics, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or, you know, Sign took over that seat. Sorry, that seat is Duncan owned that seat, right?
Nobody now own the seat.
It was created for Duncan.
Nobody now own the seat, a Queen of England seat.
1976 election, to the 96 election, and Duncan won it. DK Duncan.
Yeah.
I know the man that did have to have a seat, you know, in them time there. Right? So when my manly willingness and when did have to provide a seat for Duncan. Yeah, so according to Peter Philip, he was comparing Jamaica progress over the period of time there. And some Caribbean country might have passed us by in terms of economic and everything. So according to Dr. Philip in the same presentation, him said the PN people who regard themselves as PNP should support Mark Olin. Nothing wrong with that, Mr. Small, but I think Dr. Peter Philip missed one thing, you know. The condition under where the PNP support people like Michael Manley, PJ Patton, and Portia Simpson Milan, himself, Dr. Peter Philip. I think the PNP including them shouldn't support Mark Olin under those conditions, you know, because Dr. Peter Philip outline said the whole of them from the 40 years ago was that dismal failure. Technically, that's what he was saying. So I can't be I as a comrade give Mr. Golin my support, but not under the condition that I gave it to Michael Manley, PJ Patterson, Portia Simpson, and Dr. Peter Philip. That's the most important ingredient.
But remember, you are not independent, you know.
Pardon me?
Remember, you are not independent.
I am what?
You are a comrade.
I am a comrade.
Yeah.
The word comrade has been in use as long before the PNP was established, you know that?
Yes. Right, yes.
Yes, but serious now, you know, Mr. Small. Dr. Peter Philip let out the whole line belly, you know. Right? So, Mr. Golden, may I tell you the truth now, sir? You will get my support. You talk to Golden.
You talk to Golden.
Yeah?
You talk to Golden.
Yeah, but Mr. Dr. Peter should have said the comrade should give Mr. Bounty, Mr. Golden their support, but not under the condition that they give people like him, Michael Manley, Portia Simpson, Milan, PJ Patton.
You said that already. Why? You tell us you're not independent. Because you said that already, you have to go back and say that again, because you're stuck.
All right, man. Repetition is justified in certain cases, you know that.
Yes, but there's no justification.
But Mr.
There's
Small,
no justification.
JC old boy like if you cut out the but you know.
No, don't tell me what to cut out. I'm not JC old boy.
Are you still a student of JC, sir?
No, I'm a past student at JC, not a old boy.
What the difference between a past student and a old boy?
Old boy join association and old boy click up.
All right, Mr. Smart.
But I don't addicted. I am independent. I don't addicted to Jamaica College. I'm not I talk it all the while. And some of the guys when I go to school they don't like when I talk it, you know. I am not a product of Jamaica College. I go Jamaica College for overturn certain things. I'm overturning. But it have to keep overturn. It have to keep overturn. Every generation have to go and overturn.
You want to tell us what you were successful in overturning.
All right, well you're up now. The year when me for leave school now, the last year, there was a headmaster there just like Royal Reid. And he was a staunch Labour right and working for the Labour Party, meanwhile headmaster JC. And homework in the school and we decide to go through him now.
You want to give us his name?
Enevor. Enevor. ENNEVOR.
But school definitely.
What? What is that?
You can't couple with Mr. Reid, you know, because was he ever in charge and a reasonable suspicion for anything?
I'm not talking about the charge I'm read under. I overthrow him, and if he did continue with the charges, first thing he would have charged with that sodomy. So we over and Norman Manley, so when him go to JC, him buck up on sodomy and decide to overthrow it too. That's 1900 and what? 1906. 1906, Norman Manley go to JC, him say him buck up in a bullying and sodomy and decide to bust the two of them. And him as a new boy organized the rest of the junior boy, them and beat off every bull in the school. You didn't know that? Did you know that? Did you know that?
I heard it from you.
Did you know that?
I heard it from you about.
And afterward, him tackle the sodomite them. Yes, Norman Manley. Him write that in him book, you know, but the book, him never finished write the book. Him dead before.
Now you mentioned book, Mr. Small. I think you told us last week that you read 4 of Michael Manley book.
Yeah.
4 of his books, right?
Mm.
That means that means different title, right? Each book has a different title, right? So that amount to 4. And you say you never saw you saw no not even a page of when people claim that he went to he never detail not now when he went to the most high the Emperor Haile Selassie, right?
No, him no make no writing about saying get no right from Selassie. Can't write that.
About the visit now.
Hold on there. You have any more call? All right, here we do now. Call me back about Michael Manley, yeah? We're going to have Ross Miguel on. We should have him from 10:30, but we're going to have Ross Miguel on, and after we have him done, you can call in and you talk about Haile Selassie and Michael Manley. I'm a PP. Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, man. Hello, morning.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, Mr. Small, I did it.
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, I have a look learning and teaching moment this morning, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but before I'm going out...
no, man, if you do too much thing before, you know, I get took off 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes, yeah, 4 minutes.
Yeah, yesterday me hear a brother call and talk about Marcus, I disrespect Marcus Garvey. You see, out of all of the hero them, Marcus Garvey is my number 1 hero. You understand? Based on when he go through and the system down here, we fight him in America, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. The more I ask you, you believe, say, other planets above the Earth?
Other what?
Other planets like Mars, Jupiter,
above the Earth? No, them
yeah.
not above the Earth. The planet, the whole of the planet, them where we know. In the solar system, I go around the sun. The whole of them I go around the sun in a different lane. You ever go to stadium and go see how the lane them mark out?
How did you learn that?
I said if you ever go to stadium and see how the track mark out in a lane.
Yeah, man.
Well, how we get the idea for mark out track in a lane is from the planet them. Every planet has a circle in a different circle. And them in a different lane. That's why them not crash up in a one. Otherwise,
How
them
did you-
disqualify. Some of them
No, so me
disqualify
ask
a
how-
long time.
Yeah, me ask, how do you know that there are planets above the earth?
I never say above. I never said above. You were talking about above. All of them is
All
going
right.
round. All of them is going round the sun. Round.
I did it in high school. I did geography.
You
I
did
the
it?
solar system.
You mean you find it out in high school?
Yeah, me do geography.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, me
so-
find it
yeah,
out
but-
at home when me a little boy. Them teach me.
Yes.
And when
Yeah,
me
but
go
I
to
don't
school.
I don't believe any such thing exists, you know?
Like what? What you don't believe exists?
I don't believe there's no Mars, no Jupiter, because it's in the Bible. In the Bible, I see where Paul went to Mars Hill in Greece.
Yes.
And there's another place that are before they even have space voyage. There's another place in Acts where them refer to Paul and one other apostle as they refer to Paul as Jupiter and to the other man as Mercury.
All right. You see them man, they will write all them book there? Recently them did hear about planet. You hear me? The original
but-
people, who know about planet and all them things, they're the African. The white man lately hear about them things. They hear?
Yeah, but the next thing you hear is the earth revolve at thousands of miles per hour yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't believe no such thing. The earth revolving a 12-hour cycle.
12 hour.
12
How
hour per
far
day
yes, all right. How far it traveling at the 12 hour?
It travel every hour. The earth turns a bit, and the way it turns, you can't feel it. It not travel fast.
You can't
Every
feel
hour,
it? Mm-hmm.
You can't feel it. It turns just a bit.
Just a bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. It not revolve.
Where you there? When the earth a turn, where you there?
Where the earth a turn?
Yeah.
Right on it.
That's why you don't know say it a turn. Because you're in a car and you claim say you're in the car go same speed, you don't know the difference. Only when the car crash you know how fast it was going. So if the earth crash, you all right. Going to take more time to explain to you.
Yeah, man. You see, the only thing we believe above the earth is the moon and the
No, 11
stars.
o'clock
No
gone, but I know
Mars
you don't
and
believe say 11 o'clock
Saturn.
gone. Only when we pull the plug now. You're going to know say 11 o'clock.
All right, cool. Yeah, man.
But little more you tell me how far the earth traveling in 1 hour. Because me tell you say me tell you say 25,000 miles an hour.
No, that scientists, I make them lie, them, man. Not go say.
Me know.
Yeah. All right, cool.
11 o'clock no gone now. Go and talk now. Pull the plug.
Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Let the place look good, my
You're listening to
brother.
Bess.
100. It's good. It's better, but nothing beats. Best
Do you or someone you know have broken or unwanted electronic products or those nearing the end of their useful life? Before you toss them in the garbage outside, listen up. The National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, is rolling out a program to facilitate the safe collection and disposal of e-waste. Stay with us to hear the details. I'm Andrew James Sawyers. If you have a laptop, tablet, television, cellular phone, or any other electronic device that's damaged or isn't working, hold off on just tossing them in the garbage. The National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, is rolling out a more environmentally friendly disposal option for you. NSWMA Executive Director Audie Gordon says there are components of some electronic products that contain materials that make them harmful to the public. To safeguard the health of members of the public, the agency is developing a more structured approach to disposing of e-waste.
Why the emphasis on e-waste? Because e-waste poses a clear and present danger to the health of people if not handled properly. A lot of those circuit boards that are in these things, they do have dangerous substance in them, and we want to arrest that.
Persons can now drop off their e-waste at any of the 4 NSWMA regional offices or its head office, which is located at 61 Halfway Tree Road, Kingston 10. The regional offices are Metropolitan Parkside Markets MPM Waste Management Limited at 67A Hagley Park Road, Kingston 10, and Western Parkside Markets WPM Waste Management Limited at 1A LOJ Commercial Center in Montego Bay, St. James. The other two regional offices are Southern Parkside Markets SPM Waste Management Limited at 4A Mandeville Plaza, Manchester, and Northeastern Parkside Markets NEPM Waste Management Limited at 2 Stormont Road, New Buckfield in Oteria, St. Anne.
So anywhere you see an NSWMA facility island-wide, you can take your e-waste to those facilities and we will take it from there. We will use our truck to collect it from there to take it to the approved facility.
Mr. Gordon says the NSWMA recognizes the need for more drop-off sites to complement the temporary locations at the regional offices. The agency is working to identify the additional locations. Discussions are underway with electronics providers as well as municipal corporations to identify additional locations for e-waste disposal.
The more drop-off sites that you have is the more compliance you'll get. So we are trying to increase drop-off sites across the island that nobody should have a discarded laptop or tablet or cell phone and don't know where to put it.
In the interim, a new box body truck has been purchased and branded for the purposes of e-waste collection across the island. Collection of e-waste from the various facilities will be done based on demand.
We don't expect that we will hold them for a maximum for 2 weeks before we have enough to move and collect and transport to the approved site.
The NSWMA also plans to distribute pamphlets which will outline the types of items being targeted for the e-waste collection program and other relevant information.
It's important that people understand that what we are trying to do here is to obey the law that governs us, which asks us to safeguard the health of the population. There is a clear and present danger that we don't see it. It's not visible to the naked eyes when we have all these things thrown around and children opening them up and going into them and they are not good for your health. It's dangerous. And it is something that we will explain in the pamphlet why we think that you ought to handle these things responsibly and discard them.
Executive Director of the NSWMA, Ode Gordon. For further information about the NSWMA's e-waste collection program, call 876-960-4511 or connect with them on Instagram at NSWMA.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
You're listening to Bess.
100. Yes, indeed. I'm your prophet, Mark Stewart, inviting you to this one. It's a big one. It's called Midnight Ball Out. All white, all night. Portmore, St. Catherine. Come, one and all. We need to cry out to God for Jamaica in the midnight hour. We're calling each prayer warrior, evangelist, pastors, church member, sinner, backslider. Come on, come on. Midnight ball out. Breakthrough Deliverance Ministry, 18 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Center. It's gotta be. It's Friday, September 2, from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Midnight ball out. Wear something white. Come on out as we cry out to God for mercy over Jamaica. We're looking forward to see you there. Mothers of Zion, bang your belly and ball. We don't like what I'm going. See you then. Yes, indeed. This means war. Midnight warfare every Wednesday night from 10 till 5 a.m. Join us. Me, the prophet Mark Stewart, and of course the boss shot, Apostle Marshall, for midnight warfare. Come for the songs, come for the word, come for the prayer. Of course, the prayer line will be open. We'll be praying for you in the midnight hour. Don't drop asleep. It is no sleep night right here on Best 100 FM from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Join us. Will you? It's gonna be powerful each and every Wednesday night. Looking forward to have you joining us for midnight prayer. God bless you. See you then.
for you. Hey, my listening crew. This is your late afternoon companion to Shikalu on your 100 FM dial. Make sure you tune in and turn up every Tuesdays from 5 until 7 p.m. for OTAWTL. That is On the Ear with me, yours truly. A program that will leave you inspired, entertained, and informed. With the credit giveaways each week. Street Link, where we go in the streets to find out from the people what is hot and what is not, and so much more. And guess what? You can now voice your birthday shout-outs on our WhatsApp line at 876-438-9442, and we'll play them live on air. So what are you waiting for? Turn up Tuesdays from 5 to 7 p.m. right here on Best 100 FM, the station that is sizzling every day.
Looking to clean your vehicle super clean? 123 Clean Car Wash, located at 2 1/4 Osborne Road, Kingston 10. Entrance on Grove Road, below Tropical Battery. They wash and vacuum, undercarriage wash, engine wash, polish and compound, shampoo and detailing. Call them at 876-631-3400. 123 Clean Car Wash, the best in the business for a cleaner wash.
1, 2, 3, believe me, it's so easy. 1, 2, 3.
Half a tree, one and drive, half a tree. Bossy, how we do I take taxi star?
Jano, I want to tell you, say, 2 months now, my transmission mash up, and I check everybody and can't hear nothing positive.
Yeah, hear me? Yeah, waste all that time I shop around and never call the experts. Winters Auto have them. Them have over 35 years of experience and them diagnose the problem and get back your transmission brand new. For them service excellent and efficient. Trust me, man. Yeah, hear me? Call them at 929-7040 or go to them at 106 Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13 and talk directly to the boss. Just tell them I'm me, send you.
Wow, you big star. Yeah, man, respect my boss.
I try calling you, cause trust me.
Waiters Auto Spares and Repairs, good afternoon.
Ah, what a relief.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. Best
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces.
Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So
come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces.
let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So
come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister.
Yes, good morning and welcome back to the program. We're in the second hour of the program, And we have our guest here, Brother Miguel Lan, our next brethren, what we call Pinnacle Man, but him is not really the primary guest, but we're going to have a word with him still. But we're just going to take one phone call. No more phone call until after the brethren them done talk to them. Maybe I want to talk to them. Good morning, welcome to the program.
Greetings. Greetings, Rasta.
Wow, go on.
Good morning to your listeners and big
Yes,
up your
sir.
two guests. Yeah, Jerry, you know, I don't want to be too long.
Yeah.
But I just want to encourage you to go and encourage you on them. You see this discrimination and this position of better than and all of that. Because when you observe the Rastafarian community, we are going at so much persecution for the last how much 100 of years now. And them in a position right now to say, you know, they are the one who I said this and I said that in terms of ganja, in terms of black consciousness, and you know, if say them can, one of them can say, well, we tell you no, and we better down because we know better down. But it is important that them don't take that position because at the end of the day, we are one people, black, Chinese, Indian, Africans, Jamaicans, you name it. But you see, when it comes down to character of a person now, we have to put that in perspective at all times. And as you rightly said to the virgin earlier caller, say most humans by nature are good.
No, I say my experience in life is that most human beings are good natured.
Well, me observe that and me agree with that because based off of my observation. You know, I was at church Sunday, you know, and, you know, the preacher, female, she hit hard when it comes down to the criticism of the church, and rightly so, because basically she said the church dead, and it needs to be revived. And me, I will say no, based off of what me say I go on in the religious world, with a Rastafarian in the church, it kind of dead, you know. And it needs to be revived.
No, hold on. What is the it what you're talking about? It what?
In terms of the philosophy and and keeping the tradition.
No, hello.
And
you hear me? You hear me? True, me have a guess. I can't say too long, but there is no. Philosophy and religion is two different things, you know. Philosophy, you hear me? Philosophy is the practice of determining the meaning of things and putting them into principle, you know. And religion now is a set of practices. Philosophy is a thinking here.
Yes, sir.
Thinking. And religion now is a set of practices and rituals. So philosophy.
All right, thank you for the clarification. Let me just make this last point. You see, the religion or the ritual where we have practice, we need to re-examine. We need to examine those
all right,
things.
like the church where you go Sunday. Somebody tell me 3 of the rituals I am up there.
Well, one of them, you don't know the communion service.
All right, one. No matter. Yes.
Yeah.
Next one.
In terms of gathering at Sunday, you know, at that time.
No, gathering at that time is not a ritual.
Well, I probably can't come up with no more.
Yes, you can, man. You can, man. You come up with the first one so quick I confident you can come up with a couple more. Ritual. Things that you do over and over. Practice.
One of the ritual is to come at the altar and somebody pray the Holy Ghost in you.
Alright, you can call that a ritual, yes.
Yeah.
Because them claiming that them doing that. There's no such damn blasted thing.
Straight.
It's a claim what them a make.
Yeah.
I don't say them bad nature, you know. Them I think them mean well. But it's a claim, it's a ritual. That's why it is done ritualistically. Alright. So you have communion, hold on. You have communion, you have so-called blessing.
Yeah.
And what else again?
Baptism.
Baptism, an next ritual, right.
Yeah.
Well, his medicine himself say, those are rituals. A religion is a set of practices and rituals. But him say spirituality now is an awareness. Like philosophy, awareness is a mental thing. An awareness. I am here now. I am aware that people are listening me. That is one form of aware. I'm aware that I am not superior to my brethren or sister. I am aware that it is summer. All of them things is awareness. So His Majesty says spirituality is an awareness. And it is good to be aware. But him tell you what kind of awareness. Him says awareness that you are connected with all other living things. You are connected with the universe. And you are connected with the Creator. And all of these connections is a network. And you're aware of that. So when we're aware of that now, that's different from rituals.
Sure.
And you have to call me boss. Like some people, that's what I tell people all the while. I don't mind if you say what I'm teacher or them kind of way or what I'm boss. But I don't really need that. And I don't want people to feel like them need what you walk down the road, a man say, what I'm super. It's a way of talking Jamaican, but after a while some people believe say them have to do that. And here when most of them believe them have to do that. If them hungry and them see you and say, you see all small, you know, them man they alright, you know. You know, see it?
Yeah.
Most can give me a 10.
Jerry.
So, no, not Jeremy. Because yeah, Jeremy knows that you can get a little talk. I know them way there, you know. I mean, you know, what may I say?
Now listen.
A man hungry and him see a man and him say, boy, the man they have money all the while, you know. And him say, alright, I'll touch him now. Say him no what super. Say him no say what super because he's not super, you know. But him know say that is a you take them kind of step because him study wellness, you know. And him study Mark Golden and him know say if you are going to approach wellness, you better say, what man Prime Minister? Boy, you know, and them way there. So anyway, I listen last I say an awareness that we are connected to every other living thing, and we are connected to the universe, and we are connected to the Creator. And it's a network. It's two things. You're aware that you're connected, and the whole of a connection form it in a network. So true now, if me stay aware of that all the while, me not forget through no ritual of taking no communion. Me not fight against communion, no. I listen last almost every time you see him, you see any movie of him, which mean footage, moving picture. And anytime him buck up a Ethiopian Orthodox priest, him ready, you know. And as the priest come near him with him little cross, I listen last bend him head and kiss it. A ritual that, you know. But him do that, you know. You know why him do that? Him father make him know if him a little boy say, yeah, hear me now? Me not gonna live too long, you know. And me not live much longer. But most likely me not live till you're adult. Or most likely you're gonna get the place of control. But slavery must be abolished.
Definitely.
And the church have too much land. And him tell a little youth that I said a little youth him I tell him about them thing now.
Yes.
And I listen I say now do this thing hypocritical, you know, because I'm born and him baptized and him in the church and him kiss the cross.
Yeah.
And him know say I have to go make them guys know say them have to get well, you know. But meanwhile, I kiss the cross and him feel good. And me feel alright, and when me done now privately, I make him know say, yeah, hear me now. The church have too much land, you know.
Yes,
the church have all people, them church member upon the land. I work the land and I share crop in. That when the crop come in, him and him wife who work the land only get 1/3 and the church get 2/3. And it have to stop. Because the church, the land is not for the church, the land is for the people. I highly Selassie, get them work the funeral. So always him a kiss them cross and all them way there. Him a go through theme party now. Yes, man, all when him go to Pope and sit down with Pope and take picture, him know say Pope, him know what Pope is about, you know. You think him not know what Pope is about? And him not being hypocritical. Him a go through certain thing because him know him determined for win this. Me don't know about chess, you know, but me admire chess. Yeah, man, I know enough about chess. So while when me are talking now, him know, say a chess I listen last year play, and him learn that when him a little boy. And him a keep him card close to him chest though. Anyway, I forgot to take out the whole out of the guest time.
No,
call again next. No.
One more point.
No, sir. You see it, you're still there. You still want to steal a match. You know what is stealing a match? Alright, you know what is stealing a match?
Let me talk now.
No, I go and talk now. You know what is stealing a match?
Yes, sir.
No, stealing a match, I went two army I fight one another and I go around one another. But at night time, the most amount of move can make, you know. Meanwhile, you know, camp down and gone a bit, pretend like you know camp down, you know. But you say 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, ease up, you know. And make some quick march through the night, single file. It's the reason why I walk single file, you know. Because most time I march, what them call it? In a rank. But single file now you make less noise and I go through the bushes and thing. And by the time him wake up and him know say him left you there asleep. When him wake up in the morning and look over there, him, you know, you have some tent. Man stuff all them sleeping bag, you know. And make it look like them dead. But eventually him find say don't dead. And so when you take a stock, you're there right behind him in a film camp. Steal a march night and that you'll try to look well.
Give us the teachings of His Majesty.
Yeah, you see
I don't want a devil philosophy.
We are called devil. Mind yourself,
no man, listen, man.
No, you just stretch out the time. You see, just, you know, you steal a man. Pull the plug. Pull the plug. I'm a virgin. I understand when you pull the plug. Please. Yes, man. Brother Miguel Lan is here. I'm brethren. I have one name for you, but what's your English name again?
Michael Pattinger.
Pattinger, man. Pinnacle, man. I want a man in my whole fort up at Pinnacle for years. But anyway, Brother Miguel Lan is here because today is the 16th of August. And therefore, it is the day before the 17th of August. And on the 17th of August, him and others are staging is it not a rally?
It's a march and rally.
March and rally.
Yes.
Where?
All right, we'll be marching. It's an annual march where we always march and end up at the shrine at Heroes Park. This year now, we're going to march starting same place down at 75 East Street, downtown, just by me there. We're going to start there. Then we are going to go into town and go around the St. William Grand Park. We are going around the park to make a statement because we think it's high time that statue of Victoria come down. And not only must it come down, we think that you need a robust, powerful statue of the Honorable Marcus Garvey in the park downtown.
Yeah.
Yes, we think we need a big, powerful statue there. And therefore, we're going to march around that park to bowlerize that statement. From there now, we're going to march up Duke Street, up to North Street. Duke Street up to North Street. You're going on to North Street. Now we're going to march along North Street, going east, go right out past Kingston College, and go on to South Camp Road. On South Camp Road, we're going to go up South Camp Road, straight up South Camp Road, up to a street named Hope Street. Now, most people don't know which one is Hope Street. Hope Street is the one right where the Muslims have their mosque. That's the corner of Hope Street and South Camp Road. So we're going to turn onto Hope Street and we're going to go into Almantown, Woodford Park. We have chosen this route because the Honorable Marcus Garvey, as you know, was a representative. He represented that division in the parish council elections. He won that more than once. And he represented them at that time in the KSAC parish council. So that is why we're choosing this route to march through Almantown. So when we go onto Hope Street, we go down to Anderson Road, up Anderson Road on Dames Road, then we go over to Arnold Road. On Arnold Road now we're going to go down Arnold Road, down to the corner of Arnold Road and Itchen Street, turn on Itchen Street, and go over to Great George Street. Great George Street now, which is one of the main streets in Almantown, Woodford Park, was named after King George. We would like that change and that be renamed now instead of Great George Street, Great Marcus Garvey Street. We go down Great George Street, turn on North Avenue, go past the gate of the Ministry of Education, and then we go over into the National
North Avenue is part of the quadrangle of Kingston Garden.
Yes. So we go over to the park. And then over at the shrine now, we will be having the rally where we'll have speakers, drumming, singers, dub poets, many persons now as a day, the 17th of August, in honor of our great, not just to say the great Marcus Garvey, but in thankfulness for the level of and the standard that he has risen up the black race to. So that basically is what we'll be having tomorrow. And we're inviting all persons to come out, join in the march, come hold a placard, come hold a flag, come make a statement right at Itchin Street and Great George Street, right at that corner there, which in traditional time was seen as like the center of Alman Town. We'll be having a little function right there just to heal up ones and ones and make people know that this is Marcus Garvey Day and we should honor and respect the work that he has done for so many of us.
What time are you going to move off at 73 East Street?
75 East Street.
75?
Yes, 75. We're going to move from there at 11 o'clock in the morning.
That means that people going to want to gather before.
Yes.
They want to gather before, so people should be gathering from morning at 75 East Street, moving off at 11, you say?
11 a.m.
11.
Yes.
And what time you expect to reach the shrine?
We expect to reach the shrine in about 2 hours. Certainly by between 12:30 and 1 o'clock. We expect to reach the Marcus Garvey Shrine.
All right. Now, as you say, Marcus Garvey was not only a representative of Almontown, he was the elected representative of Almontown. And when him run against Seymour, it was for that same seat?
Seymour no. It was more on a wider constituency level.
Legislative Council.
In
other words, Legislative Council come like the National Parliament.
Yes, MP.
But, yes, the National Parliament. Whereas when him run in Almontown, him did run as local government.
Absolutely.
1930, right?
Yes.
And which was the next time him run?
Well, he had run, when he ran against Seymour was more in the Swallowfield area.
No, that was a legislative council. But I think you say him run in a KCC more than once.
More than once, because
and
remember...
Him win both time?
We win both time. Remember
right, 1930 and winners.
He ran before, and then when he was sent to prison, with the skillful legal gymnastics of Norman Manley, on the basis that Garvey could not attend 3 sittings straight. So Norman Manley advocated that the seat be taken from him, which it was.
No, 6 straight or 3 straight?
I think it's...
But yes.
But whatever...
By virtue of missing the meetings consecutively.
Right.
His seat was vacated.
Right.
1930 him run, right?
I think it's around 90. I don't have the precise
date. I think it's 30. Him launched a party 29.
1929, you're correct.
So after it vacated, him win again.
Him win again.
And him actually sat.
Yes. So him actually came out.
Yeah.
You understand that?
So is him run back in the by-election? Did he run back?
He ran back.
Vacate, so they might have a by-election.
Right, and him ran back again.
Yeah.
And him win back the division.
And him attend meetings.
Vivian Durham played an important role in being his campaign manager.
Yeah.
Even whilst he was in prison. And then when he came out now, he found a campaign which was going on led by Vivian Durham.
Vivian Durham played a great role later in England as a migrant to England and one of the backbone of the Marcus Garvey party in England. But later him transform him energy and him political knowledge now to being the representative of the JLP in England. But he was a great guy still. And I remember in 87, when I'm of the centenary, remember him did surface again very big.
Yes.
I remember seeing you there.
Yes.
And him and Sir Garden.
Frank
Garden and a couple more was still alive at that time. I'm trying to remember them. Frank Garden and a couple more. Mr. Cooper. Remember Mr. Cooper?
Yes.
Tall, slim Mr. Cooper.
Yes.
Carlin Cooper, uncle.
Yes.
All them old time I was still around in 87. But Durham could have speak. He probably was as great a speaker as Garvey, but him not have as great a image, you know?
Yes.
He could have talked narrated, boy.
Yes.
Durham.
Yes. Come on.
But, so apart from this thing here now, we owe it as a duty because it was a result of Marcus Garvey showing that him capable of sweeping this country in the electoral way. Him showed that capability and the British said we are not going to allow this. And that is why, as you know, the labor uprising in the Caribbean was going on right through the 30s. And
yes.
I'm about Jamaica. Is Jamaica last it take place? Jamaica wasn't a leader in it. is Jamaica last it take place in 1938.
Yes, you're correct.
And when
Trinidad was waking up, St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua, all of them on the 30s, yes.
And
especially from the labor point of view.
Yes. And when the labor thing rise up in the 30s, the British were looking for an opportunity. By that time, Marcus Garvey was so frustrated because them take away the property of the organization illegally.
Yes.
As you know,
Eloise Park was taken away.
Well, I'm going to start first. As you know, when there's an organization and it is divided into different locals, it is centralized. it is centralized in the umbrella by the UNIA or Ethiopian World Federation or United Nations or OAU. Mm-hmm. But it is localized in each place where it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Each branch of it, that is what is the organ. That's why it says organized and centralized.
Yes.
You have an organ in your head. You have a main organ in your head, and you have some revolving some organ that revolve around that main organ.
Yes.
The eye them, which is the organ of vision. Your ears them, which is the organ of hearing. Mm-hmm. Your nose, which is the organ of breathing and smelling, and your mouth is the organ of not only eating but talking. Mm-hmm. And the main one, the brain. Mm-hmm. And you have organ yaso, the heart, and you have the lungs them, mm-hmm. and you have your stomach and the digestive organ, you have your reproductive organ, and you have your organ of elimination, where let out waste. So you urinate and you defecate through some organ. All of them, they are organ. all of them organ, each one specifically have a specific purpose. Like how you have House of Dread from in the 60s when we were youth. Mm-hmm. That organ organized to channel the Rasta man them and them little brethren and in a football. A special purpose, you know.
Yes.
Some ratchet work. All them they organ carry out, you know, House of Dread, you know.
Right, but
and
even around the football, there was tremendous reasoning.
They know that?
And it
was
a
like club.
It was like a university.
Camp. But it's a camp. That's I tell you, it's a club and a camp.
Yes.
That is what they mean. And through that now, it was able to back off police.
Yes.
Because you'd have a thing named SDC. And you'd have a superintendent of police named Stevenson. A big red man. We're extra aggressive, you know. And him out to take a set against House of Dread, you know. Mm-hmm. And yet, one of him son, I want a little Rasta youth, you know. Right? Mm-hmm. Wrong, where you say House of Dread, you know.
Yes.
And anyway, you have different organs. You have the organization of music. And a specific organ that, you know, me call that the military band, you know. Mm-hmm. You have the football, you have the military band. You have the Ethiopian World Federation. You have the Ethiopian Peace, right name? The whole official organ name? Ethiopian
Salvation.
Peace. Salvation Society.
Right.
That an organization, an economic organization that, you know.
Yes.
How will organize and make people know so. Just like under the what them call them free village. They are the African organized free village, you know.
Yes, yes.
And claim land, you know, and start live together.
Yes, when enslavement ended.
Yes, and it start before. That's the key thing, you know, it start before, you know.
Yes.
It start before and the African organized economic farming together. Mm-hmm. How will travel go far and get more knowledge? And him get the knowledge from Marcus Garvey and Tafari, and him come back and him step it up even more. Him start a agricultural commune. Him start in St. Thomas first.
Yes.
Then mash it down.
Yes.
Him go up in St. Catherine.
Pinnacle.
But these are different organs. But that's why it's organized, have different organizations for each one specifically for a certain purpose. Because the Naya Bingi is a specialized organization. You know, although some Rastaman say them not deal with the organization. The Bobo is a similar thing to Pinnacle. But all of them is organs. And yet the whole of them central and serve the body. That don't mean that the whole of the organization have to come in one, you know. Mm-hmm. Because all the organs of the body don't come in one. But them serve one body. But anyway, why I talk all them long thing is to say that Marcus Garvey started the first modern political movement in Jamaica. And them crush it and him win seat. And after them crush him and him put him in prison, the first thing before that, you know that when an organization is legally registered, it have branches.
Yes.
And each branch constitute, and each branch is, when I say autonomous, I don't mean say don't
connect to the main branch.
But each one is independent.
Yes.
Autonomous. It can operate on its own.
Yes.
And it is illegal for a legal entity that it have a number. Sometimes them name it too. A legal branch of a central organization is an entity at a certain place. It is illegal for somebody to have a legal claim upon a branch of the organization in New York and come out to Jamaica and try to exact recrimination and money or anything owed by the New York one from the Jamaica one.
Yes.
And the British and the American government collude.
Yes.
Organize and send a man named Marx.
Yes.
Come to Jamaica. Yes. Come make a claim on the Kingston UNIA.
Yes.
Which is illegal, you know. Britain know that and America know that, you know. But them did it.
Yes.
And there was lawyers like Norman Manley and others who know say it's illegal, but them never talk.
Morris Cargill, father.
Cargill,
played
solicitor.
An important role in that too.
Yes.
He represented Marx.
See, you see it? And yet later other Jew represent Garvey, such as Ashnine. But the fact is, them know it is illegal to sue New York.
Yes.
Not him sue New York. They know it is illegal for New York to have owed an obligation in payment to somebody there, and that person come and levy against the Jamaican branch of the organization. But America and England colluded.
Yes.
Because remember, you know, it's after the First World War, America turned world power, you know.
Yes.
And Garvey was a threat to America first, you know. When Garvey leave Jamaica in 1916 and go America, within months the American government knows say, because it's in the middle of war, you know.
Yes.
And it's by the war done and them start lynch. The white people are lynch. Black man just come back from war, carry out heroic works, and them are lynch ex-soldier. And America get red at. And this guy Marcus now, is it not them time Marcus show him leadership, you know, because most of the black leaders in America are shrink back when them say the lynch, you know.
Yes, yes.
And America, but I talk too long. One
no, man,
I'm
no,
going to ask you one thing and you extrapolate on it. America now said to crush this new organization that is going to be national in America.
Yes.
No local police can do nothing about it. Them say them need they never have no federal police, you know, you didn't know that.
Yes.
A pure local state police.
Yes.
And if you can escape over the state line and go over here,
next one,
they couldn't pursue you across state line.
Right.
And that is how them conceive of a federal police. And them set up the FBI specifically.
Yes.
The first job of the FBI was to penetrate and overcome the UNIA.
Yes.
And Hoover. It never have name FBI. There's later them telling
right. When them put it up under Hoover.
Yeah.
And also, because at the time, what vexed them, they used to classify Marcus Garvey's organization over there as immigrants and vagrants.
Yes.
In other words, it's pure vagrants.
Yeah.
That them call black people, especially.
Vagrant means say you don't have no fixed address.
Yes.
You don't have no fixed mean of income. Because them charged me for that when 1968, you know.
So he's a vagrant.
Yes, man. Vagrancy. It's what them call, they may have a next name for it.
Suspected person. Yes. When it's like not a vagrant, it's a suspected person.
See, it's immediately after them say them free slavery, them make the line. You know.
Yes.
For force if you go walk back by state.
Yes.
Because after them say them free away from slavery now. Anyhow you walk up and down and you know want to go walk on the state, them charge you with that.
Yes.
Them say you robbing small, you're charged with being a vagrant. Having no fixed means, having no fixed abode. Having no visible means of support, liable to commit pride or larceny, liable to commit robbery, liable to commit rape. All of them is in it. And read out that, you know. In Ulster Spring.
Yes.
In Ulster Spring, yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
No, Ulster Spring Courthouse, you know. And I get to know. I'm going to go back to go take with the law book we have in the law, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So them have those laws here. But anyway, we'll go round and round.
Yes.
The first thing them do after them dip Marcus Garvey, them decide to put him in prison. Under the FBI. And when him in a prison, effective, same way them say, we can't keep him in America. But if we go deport him to Jamaica, that him confined.
It was illegal also because the judge who had even sentenced Marcus Garvey did not order deportation.
Exactly. So it was illegally done.
It was illegally done.
It's like you extradite a man by kidnapping.
Yes.
What them try with Ben Monroe.
Ben Monroe.
Illegal.
And storyteller.
Yes, and an ex-version of Barnes.
Yes.
All bonds.
Yes.
And that's why some people was able to reverse some of those things.
Yes.
All right, now. Them take him out of prison. Just like how them take Bustamante out of prison and carry him to King's House now. Them take him out of prison and carry him straight to the boat side, 1927.
Yes.
And deport him illegally, as I say, straight to Jamaica, straight off of the boat. And him second a little bit. And same time.
Remember him second, remember when him come off of the boat? From the harbour come right up to Ward Theatre. The crowd
of course.
And they had planned to keep an event inside Ward Theatre, but so much crowd, they had to keep the event outside the Ward Theatre.
In the same parade.
Yeah. And from there, him go round to Liberty Hall.
But them have an next plan now.
Yes.
Them send Marks, come to Jamaica. Say him is an employee of UNIA, and them owe him back pay.
Yes.
And them send him to Jamaica now for sold at Kingston UNIA, which is illegal, but it's a property them want to take away now.
Yes. In other words, they got a judgment in New York, and them come out here now to exercise that and enforce that judgment.
Imagine, pan Jamaica and pan the property of a different branch.
Totally different.
So it's
and also, when the Honorable Marcus Garvey point out, when they brought it up in the court here, and the Honorable Marcus Garvey says, hold on. This have to do with certain contractual arrangements in New York, where Mark working as a member of the Black Star Line and so on, totally different from in Jamaica.
Yes.
The properties in Jamaica, those don't form part of that situation.
Black Star.
But because they wanted to seize where Liberty Hall is today, in fact, they did seize it under the court order.
Yeah. And them have it up to now.
Yes. And Eloise Park.
Yes.
Eloise Park, where the fishing company is.
But later on, him get Eloise Park.
Yes.
And them in turn go
seize that also.
Yes.
And also, right at Lady Musgrave Road, where India
that later.
House is.
All right. So now, them seize the UNIA property.
Yes.
2 property them seize the UNIA.
Yes.
Them start, Mrs. Garvey did have some land, because she tell me about them thing when I 20-year-old.
Yes.
She have some land and them way, and Marcus used to use them as collateral. Them get to some of them, they're Jake's Road and all about the place.
Yes.
Marcus Garvey buy 2 property, one for him and one for Indiana, him sister. Him live at Lady Musgrave Road, a small business association, and across the road at Somali Court, him name it, you know?
Yes.
And put it up on the column, you know?
Yes.
In the like an engraved phony ivory thing.
Yes. And it is
Somali
still there today.
Somali house, him name it.
Yes.
Somali Court.
Yes.
Somali Court, 2 premises.
It's still there too.
It's still there. And that time, only white people living at them here, you know. And here it is Marcus Garvey. Have 2 houses. One was practically a mansion, and the next nice house over the other side. And them determined to get him out. That's determined to get him out, you know. And not only that, while he was living there, into the corporation, is he moved to get a spike of the railway, what you call tram line. To go up Lady Musgrave Road, you know. Because every day, see the hundreds of black women trudging from Jonestown and in the ghetto West Kingston up to work in a Hope Road.
Yes, as domestic.
As domestic, you know.
Yes.
And him said there's no transport for them. When I look a boy, they still have a tram line in the road, up to the 60s, you know.
Yes,
man. The tram line in the road, for Lady Musgrave Road, you know.
Yes.
And then him bring that about. But anyway, they mash down the whole of the property we have. And the government of Jamaica rent out Somali Court to the Indian community, you know.
Yes.
For 10 cents a year, you know.
Yes.
And them rent out the place where Marcus Garvey lived to Small Business Association for peppercorn rental. That means you know, you only pay the 10 cents for sure, so you now get it free.
Yes.
10 cents, I think 10 cents a year.
Yes, that's what it was. Yes.
As a spite.
Yes.
And they make Marcus Garvey in a national year of 1964. That means them exonerate him.
Yes.
And yet don't hand back the property to his family.
Yes. Absolutely, yes.
So it's all these things make
or to his organization.
Yes, but the Liberty Hall hand back to the organization.
Yes.
Eloise Park hand back to the organization. But the 2 property on Lady Musgrave Road must hand back to him family.
Yes.
And they do none of those things to show us not only that we know that them not sincere, but also to show how devious them is. Because America and England are planning them thing now. America was just coming up as a superpower, you know, and America started to participate. I don't know if you know. When the British decide, is the American Revolution teach them nothing, you know. The American Revolution teach them, say, if you don't reorganize your colony them, all of them going to follow America and revolt against it, because most of the white people was in the colonies, you know, and the white people are revolt and broke up for England, you know. And them get to find, say, if you don't reorganize yourself, the colonies them going to farm up politically and break away from you, like United States of America. And settle roads and some other young people perfect the idea for the British Foreign Office. Say, form up all of these colonies into federations. And when them form into federation, you put the white people down there in a government who are loyal to England. Instead of them broke in a revolution, them loyal to England through federation. That's how the federation of Nyasaland and Rhodesia and South Africa, a pure federation, all about, them learn. But at the same time now, the United States, the Caribbean, Britain agree with the United States to gradually hand over the Caribbean to the United States. Them not make we know this thing, but the facts are there.
Yes.
Britain start to organize that. And worse, when them never have no money in a World War II, them sign formal agreements say, we're going to hand over them island in return for some ship, some whole heap of ship. So them hand over Vernam Field as the air base. And them have them naval base in Chaguaramas in Trinidad.
Yes.
And them have bases all about. Them hand over the land lick by lick, and the jurisdiction gradually going over to America. And so it is.
And then some of the businesses now start to bring in the American theatre and live to come into the banana industry and the fruit company and all those things.
And the shipping.
Yes.
So them just like what them doing in the COVID thing, reorganizing them system of business and make it look different.
Yes.
But
still retain
so-called divest.
Yes. But still retain full control.
Them in full control.
Yes.
And them have loyal people in these places who are loyal to them, but them swearing as if them is Jamaican. Because the whole Jamaican government system, is a pretense to be a Jamaican government. Meanwhile, it is swear loyalty to England from before independence, And that's why them have, and what they do, them get Norman Manley. Them recruit Norman Manley and Buster. People believe it's Buster alone. Norman Manley, of course, never just bow, Me admire nothing about him, So him never just bow to Britain, But afterward, them get to him. Because they'd have to do these things gradually. Them get to Bustamante first and tell him, say, come out of PNP and we will make you be the government. Bustamante come out of PNP and form JLP. And the next year, them have election and him is the government. Norman Manley now, after 2 terms of JLP, 44 and 49, them approach Norman Manley in about 52. But him never liked the idea. Them approach the PNP generally and say, if you will get out the communists out of the party, we will allow you to take over and bust. Because British organization is 2 parts, You have the winning party that named the government and the losing party named the opposition. The opposition is part of the government. You know that as a law.
Yes.
The opposition is a part of the government. The opposition is a department of government.
Yes. In fact, the opposition office in itself is financed by the government.
Exactly, by the
taxpayers' money.
Yes.
You have to finance where the opposition leader is going to have his office. And
what is the official name of the opposition?
Her Majesty's Loyal Opposition.
Loyal. In other words, not opposition like Jerry and Miguel Land.
Yes.
Loyal opposition.
Yes.
They are not opposing the Queen. They are opposing the administration.
Yes.
The party where win is the administration, like the technical operator over there. And you over here now is the opposition. And you object and say, operator, I don't like how you're angling this thing here. And if I was to get the job, I would do it better. But the 2 of them in the studio working for Bess FM. Bess FM is like the crown. So you understand? So them organize these things in these ways, and the people out the road don't understand. Some of them understand, but the mass of the people don't really understand. The 2 parties, the 2 parties now cooperate to keep out any other. Them don't know so that is a vital thing about 2-party democracy. You organize with the administration and the opposition, organize and say, all right, nobody else. This is a podium.
Yes.
The parliament is a podium,
Yes.
Not first, second, and third. It's first and second.
Yes.
And the third force out the road now is a real danger.
Yes.
In every country, the third force is a real danger.
And that's where you're having quite a lot of uprisings all over the world.
Around the world, and it cannot be stopped.
Yes. Everywhere now, because people trying to come out of that.
Yes.
That either or.
Yes.
And almost everywhere.
In other words, here them have a philosophy, them teach it in school. All right, everything can't be perfect, brother Pinnacle. So let us choose between the lesser of what?
2 evils.
Not many evils, Not the least of many evils,
Yes.
The lesser of 2 evils. That them choose.
Yes.
The 2 finalists.
Yes.
Well, I want to ask Brother Pinnacle one thing before I get back to you then.
Yes.
What the time now? Much time we have?
Yes. 11:52, you know.
All right, Brother Pinnacle, you know. Did you know on Saturday them announced? Did you know that on Saturday them announced that they give Leonard Howell the Order of Distinction?
No, just I hear it, my brother.
Yeah, they come out in a Gleaner, and of course, them have some ready-made response from some public say, yes, man, that's not. And you hear them printing in the paper, no? You got a widespread support from the Rastafari community. Let me tell you.
No, I never tell you.
Yet them impersonating you know.
Yeah.
Because when people here say get widespread support, them assume says you and the rest is brother and sister, you know.
Yes.
Say Leonard Howell is now Order of Distinction, and the government seem to have made up all the differences with the Rasta, and there's widespread support amongst the Rastafarian community. Because one time in the 1950s, the British administration did start to crush down Leonard Howell and Pinnacle, and it go on till Carl Gardner and things reverse, and the Prime Minister of Jamaica made an apology in 2017, and things come right back round, and Carl Gardner and all them things, and things is coming right back round, and now we make Leonard Howell OD. It's a Peter impertinence, you know. Same time they make Leonard Howell OD, they make Babsy Grange OJ, which is a much higher order. And not only she's OJ, she come in at the top. Because all of these orders are some order of people, you know. It's like a military organization. And they are coming down from a military organization. And you have the order, like the three them would have making the order. But somebody way greater than the three now, they would have make commander of the order. So you have OJ commander class, you know. And you have OD, every one of the order, them have the commander class, you know, we're higher than the rest of the people in the order. You know. They make Babsy Grange OJ, which is higher than OD. And the same time when they make Howell OD under the table, they make Babsy Grange OJ commander class as the crowning event of the 60th so-called Jubilee celebration. And she was in charge of the whole organization of the 60th Jubilee, say, I was most surprised when they make it. Can you? Why the man them just smile? So the camera can see the version of smile. No, you never have to say nothing. The smile is worth 1,000 worth the picture. All right, tell about the hypocrisy.
Oh, well, obviously hypocrisy that because she's the head of the organizing committee of all these things.
Yes.
So can you be surprised when you must have more than likely be you're part of the very school that is appointed.
She's the head of it.
Yes.
No, it's like when all the things, and we not try to just blast all of them and to seem like we balance, you know. It's like when under Portia Simpson Miller stewardship, Lisa Hanna was made Minister of Culture. And at the same time, her minister was in charge of the National Heritage Trust. And at the same time, Pinnacle was being encroached upon. But it was proposed as a national site.
Heritage Trust, yes.
But them pick out a small part of it as a national site. It's a whole heap of thing. I'll go for a night there. But the fact is this, that they take us for... They know that we have sense, but they think that they will be able to confuse the people and we move with we. That if we insist on certain things, them say, Miguel, don't be unreasonable, man. We may make some progress. And it's you, and you them do it, no? Your people going to say, and it's you make most of the progress, you know, Miguel. That's cool, man. You can't do everything. You're not superhuman. Just make us satisfy that, man. And you get all the credit for it. And gradually, them take them little kind of thing and penetrate the brain for several then. Everything can't done in a one day, man. So make that go on. Lie them a tell. Marcus Garvey set the pace for us. Not him alone as a team. Marcus Garvey is just the head of a team.
Yeah.
Haile Selassie is the head of a team. That's why Ras mean head. Head Tafari. Head over a set of people. And Marcus Garvey and him people, especially him wife them, set an example of a show, say, we must organize and take the government of this country for the first time. And on our return, we return to the good days. You know? People have talked about, say, we want to return to the good days when we could have walked free at night. There was no time. This was never ours. we have an obligation to politically blanket Jamaica and take Jamaica by the hook or the crook. Because we're not a crook enough, but by the hook or the crook, and that will be the first form of reparation. You don't get reparation until you're sovereign. No people not get reparation until them sovereign. You might say them get the Inuit in Canada. Some little thing I said the Inuit not sovereign. But that's true the Inuit in their own land. Mm-hmm. You understand? No people. All the Jew them. I talk too much on them, I guess still not. Yes. Tell the people them when his majesty go when him going to exile.
When he went to England?
No, England I'm going to exile.
No, you mean before him reach England?
No, when him leave Ethiopia.
Well, he went to Jerusalem.
That's where I'm going for him exile.
Yes.
And the British did just get Jerusalem 18 years before, you know.
Yes.
Remember says Islam of Jerusalem for 1,000 years, you know.
Yes.
It's 1918 Islam lose Jerusalem, you know.
Yes.
Turkey, you know.
Yes.
And Britain get it, you know.
Yes.
And when his majesty go to Jerusalem to spend him exile and stay there and plan, then beg him to leave.
Yes. Because
the people start getting around him.
Yes. Because they apart from the military aspect, the spiritual aspect which was coming out that he brought there.
Yes.
Because Jerusalem now having been an headquarters for spirituality around the world.
Around the world.
Definitely.
Of the three
Jews,
biggest religions.
Moses,
Christian, Jew, and Islam. And
everybody,
others too, even the Baha'i and them there.
Yes, everybody had their headquarters there. Yeah. And so he would have had that, if he was able, if he was now being seen as the one.
Yes, it was obvious.
To bring them all together.
Worse, like out 6 years before, he had been declared by the international press as Man of the Year.
Yes.
1930, no?
Yes.
January 1931, Man of the Year for last year. Haile Selassie. And he's going with so much thing in that 6 year there. And you're going to transfer him capital now from Addis to Jerusalem.
Yes.
No, man,
with all of the, especially the black Jews.
They know that, man.
The black Jews that had control.
Boy, it's midday, no. But I'm going to get this thing on next pitch during the program. And sorry, so whenever I like usual in time and Tuesdays about that thing, I talk too much, you know.
No, man, it's quite good.
Because I know some, I don't know if you want to stay. I know somebody call them going to talk to you, but we have a 20-minute break. I don't know. You have other things to go do.
Yeah, well, we'll wait for the 20 minutes.
All right, thank you. 12 o'clock.
Afterwards.
12 o'clock. So,
yes.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. You're simply the best.
Bess FM 100.5 on your dial. Keep listening.
A difference you can hear. A difference you can feel.
Bess FM. Keep listening.
Good day, I'm Anthony Morgan with JIS Midday News for Tuesday, August 16. Coming up, United States providing grant support to local spice industry, work ongoing to finalize NIDS regulations, and applications open for aspiring principals program. The news in detail after the break.
What can a little germs do?
Pink eye running belly even flu. Germs can make them happen to you.
Put germs on our manners with these. Cover your mouth when you cough and sneeze. Always wash your hand with water and soap. Keep dirty hands from your eyes and your nose and your mouth. You don't want to be sick, take care. Practice every day, no germs around here.
A message from the Ministry of Health.
Now the news. Minister without portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister, Floyd Green, says the government is working to complete the regulations for the National Identification System NIDS this week. While touring the first NIDS pilot enrollment site at the Central Sorting Office on South Camp Road recently, Mr. Green said he is hopeful that the regulations will be tabled in the House of Representatives in September.
And we would love to have our regulations
publish, to have public feedback. Then we hope to conclude that process by the end of August. Once that process is concluded, then when Parliament opens back in September, we want to table our regulations and have those ready. Cabinet has approved the structure for the National Identification and Registration Authority, so that has already been done.
The pilot enrollment site is the first of 5 sites that will be activated across Kingston and St. Andrew by early October. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Senator Matthew Samuda, is representing Prime Minister Andrew Holness at the CARICOM Regional Heads of Government meeting now underway in Nassau, Bahamas. The 3-day meeting ending Thursday is in preparation for COP27 slated for Egypt in November. The CARICOM leaders meeting is being hosted by Bahamas Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Philip E. Davis, with support from the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC Secretariat. Minister Samuda says Jamaica's participation provides an opportunity to hear the priorities of the incoming COP27 presidency, underscore Jamaica's commitment to the multilateral climate change process, and highlight the country's priority areas. He says the forum will also help regional leaders formulate a unified direction going into COP27, which will address climate vulnerabilities and build on resilience. International finance partners and relevant stakeholders are expected to hold discussions on climate change mitigation and adaptation measures provided for under the Paris Agreement, with a view to supporting people and livelihoods of big ocean states in the Caribbean region. Jamaica's spice industry is said to receive a major boost from the United States government. This as the U.S. Department of Agriculture is providing a $20 million grant to Jamaica over 5 years under its Food for Progress program. U.S. Ambassador to Jamaica Nick Perry made the disclosure during a recent courtesy call on Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Pernell Charles Jr. The initiative will target the marketing and development of products and will promote sustainable and climate-friendly farming to yield best results. In welcoming the grant, Minister Charles Jr. outlined that it aligned well with the government's Grow Smart, Eat Smart campaign.
It's a campaign really to connect the thinking around greater efficiencies in agricultural operation and the strategic and deliberate consumption of products that are going to be more nutritious, particularly at the time when we are trying to achieve food security. So the Grow Smart, Eat Smart really embraces the grant.
Jamaica is one of 10 countries this year to be selected for the grant, which will be awarded this month. And the National College for Educational Leadership, NCEL, is accepting applications for the next cohort of its Aspiring Principals program, scheduled to begin in January 2023. The program aims to adequately prepare individuals for the task of principalship prior to their appointment. It serves as an opportunity to attract talent, identify high-quality applicants, and ensure that a ready pool of trained participants are conferred with a professional qualification for principalship. Programs Officer at NCEL, Kareef Clark, says the 9-month course will be delivered through the University of the West Indies UWI using various modalities. Among other things, principals will be exposed to transformational leadership, community leadership, instructional leadership, organizational leadership, and field experience. They will also be exposed to technology-enabled learning, coaching and mentorship, problem-based learning activities, and field projects requiring participants to explore, analyze, and evaluate solutions to authentic problems of practice. The deadline for submitting applications is Wednesday, August 31, 2022. That was JIS News. I'm Anthony Morgan.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
A difference you can hear, a difference you can feel.
Bess FM, keep listening.
BBC News, I'm John Shea. Kenya's opposition leader Raila Odinga has rejected the outcome of the presidential election, which saw him lose narrowly to William Ruto. At a news conference, he described Monday's announcement of the result as illegal and suggested he would go to court. Anne Soy reports from Nairobi.
Democracy has suffered a setback, declared Raila Odinga. He argued that the chairman of the Electoral Commission had no legal authority to announce a result that the majority of commissioners had rejected. 4 members of the team claimed the process had been opaque and they could not vouch for the outcome that was declared. They have now explained that they didn't have access to back-end processes and were not updated on the cumulative figures of the verified results, which they had been announcing through the week. Mr. Odinga's coalition now has 6 days left to file the case in court.
Russia's defense ministry has admitted that one of its ammunition depots in Crimea has been hit by saboteurs. The explosions near the town of Jankoy also damaged local infrastructure and forced the evacuation of 2,000 nearby residents. Vitaly Shevchenko has more details.
Lots of videos circulating online showing plumes of smoke and what appears to be munitions flying around. The local Russia-installed head, Sergei Aksionov, has visited the site, and he said at least 2 people have been injured and a local railway line has been damaged.
It's just a week since a Russian airbase in Crimea was hit in what appears to have been a similar attack. The Ukrainian government hasn't claimed responsibility for either attack. Voters in the US state of Wyoming are going to the polls today in a primary election seen as a key test of Donald Trump's continuing popularity. Liz Cheney, one of the few Republicans to have been fiercely critical of the former president, faces a major challenge from a political newcomer and Trump-backed candidate, Harriet Hageman. The first day of campaigning is getting underway in Brazil's presidential elections, due to take place on the 2nd of October. The right-wing incumbent, Jair Bolsonaro, is currently trailing his left-wing main rival, the former president, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. Mr. Bolsonaro is opening his campaign in the southeastern city of Juiz de Fora. Katie Watson reports.
This was the city where he was stabbed in the run-up to the 2018 elections, the place where he says he was reborn. Meanwhile, Lula will be paying a visit to a Volkswagen factory, staying true to his roots as a former metal worker in Sao Paulo. The latest poll put Lula in the lead with 44% of the vote. Bolsonaro has 32%, but both men have plenty of critics in this deeply polarised country. These next few weeks are going to be noisy, political and personal, with candidates trying to win over voters.
World News from the BBC. Conflict monitors say a Turkish airstrike on a Syrian border post has killed 11 people. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said 8 other people had been injured, some seriously. They say the target of the attack was a military base of Syrian government forces in Aleppo province. Iran has reacted angrily to the publication in a Saudi Arabian newspaper of a cartoon that resembles the country's late revolutionary leader, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. Mike Thompson has the story.
The cartoon, published on Sunday by the Saudi Al Riyadh newspaper, was featured in a report entitled Iran and Assassinations, A Close Relationship. A caricature of the face of a person resembling Iran's former supreme leader is mixed with a satanic expression. Iran's foreign ministry described the cartoon as an insult that the Iranian people won't tolerate. This comes at a sensitive time. Iran and Saudi Arabia have been working hard to restore diplomatic relations, severed in 2016 after Iranian protesters stormed the Saudi embassy in Tehran.
The Ministry of Health in Zimbabwe says 80 children have died from measles since an outbreak began in April in the east of the country. The Health Secretary, Jasper Chimedza, says the virus has now spread nationwide because of indigenous churches whose members travel long distances for services. Some apostolic church sects in Zimbabwe forbid their followers to have vaccinations and attract millions of followers with their promises to heal illnesses and deliver people from poverty. Scientists in the US and Australia have launched a multi-million-dollar project to bring back the Tasmanian tiger from extinction. Researchers at the University of Melbourne, working with a US biotech company, will take stem cells from a species with similar DNA and use gene editing technology to try to resurrect the creature. And that's the latest BBC World News.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Lakshmi Singh. President Biden's preparing to sign landmark legislation today addressing health care and climate change. NPR's Barbara Sprunt reports on the mammoth spending bill Congress approved following months of negotiations.
The roughly $700 billion legislation cleared Congress with full Democratic support, but without a single Republican vote. It includes an unprecedented amount of money to fight climate change and will enable Medicare to negotiate prices on some prescription drugs, which has long been a priority for Democrats.
That's NPR's Barbara Sprunt reporting. Today's primaries will offer yet another test of the power of former President Donald Trump's campaign to oust congressional Republicans who publicly criticized him. The most prominent of the season is playing out in Wyoming today. Representative Liz Cheney, the ranking Republican on the House Select Committee that's investigating Trump's role in last year's riots at the U.S. Capitol, has been facing an uphill battle to sway voters in a state that overwhelmingly supported Trump in 2020. Here's NPR's Deirdre Walsh.
Cheney's message in her final campaign ad focuses on Trump's lies about the 2020 election, which she calls insidious.
The door Donald Trump opened to manipulate Americans to abandon their principles, to sacrifice their freedom, to justify violence, to ignore the rulings of our courts and the rule of law.
Trump endorsed Harriet Hageman, an attorney who's comfortably ahead in the polls. Cheney was one of 10 House Republicans to back impeachment after the January 6th attack. 4 are retiring. 3 others lost to Trump-backed challengers. If Cheney loses, only 2 remain on the ballot in November. But a primary loss won't be the end of Cheney's fight against the former president. More hearings on January 6 are coming this fall, and Cheney could launch a 2024 presidential bid. Deirdre Walsh, NPR News.
The European Union is trying to salvage a nuclear deal with Iran and is studying Iran's latest response to its proposal. While those talks continue, the family of a jailed American is urging the United States to do more to resolve that case. Here's NPR's Michelle Kellerman.
Iranian-American businessman Siamak Namazi is marking 2,500 days in jail. His brother is calling on the Biden administration to engage directly on the issue of Americans held in Iran because the nuclear negotiations are, in his words, mired in uncertainty. Namazi's father is also stuck in Iran under a travel ban. The U.S. has been raising these cases on the sidelines of European-led talks to revive a 2015 nuclear deal. The EU put a final offer on the table this month, but Iran is still seeking what it calls flexibility. The Trump administration left the deal, and Iran has since ramped up its nuclear program. Michelle Kellerman, NPR News, the State Department.
This is NPR News. Kenya is once again in the midst of a contested election after results announced yesterday declared Deputy President William Ruto the winner. NPR's Ada Peralta reports the country's longtime opposition leader says the election had fatal flaws.
Just before election results were announced, 4 of Kenya's 7 electoral commissioners defected, saying the count was opaque. Now, opposition leader Raila Odinga is for the 4th time in a row contesting the result of an election. He says the chief electoral officer could not legally announce a result without the backing of a majority of the electoral commissioners.
What we saw yesterday was a travesty and a blatant disregard of the Constitution and the laws of Kenya.
Odinga called into question the electoral process, but he did not present any evidence putting into question the final result. Ada Peralta, NPR News, Nairobi.
The First Lady has come down with COVID, the White House confirming today that Jill Biden began experiencing COVID-19 symptoms yesterday while she was vacationing with her husband in South Carolina. President Biden recently recovered from COVID and had been testing negative for the coronavirus. But now that his wife's tested positive for it, he's expected to comply with CDC guidelines that advise mask wearing indoors for 10 days. The president and the First Lady are both fully vaccinated and boosted. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 247 points, roughly 0.75%, at 34,158. I'm Lakshmi Singh, NPR News.
How do we reinvent ourselves? And what's the secret to living longer? I'm Anoush Zamarodi. Each week on NPR's TED Radio Hour, we go on a journey with TED speakers to seek a deeper understanding of the world.
Difference you can hear, a difference you can feel.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
Oh no!
Isocharm Music presents the single Dirty Works by Link and Chain, a conscious reggae group distributed by Tough Gong International, available on iTunes and all digital platforms. Email issacharmuzik@gmail.com. Dirty Works by Link and Chain is on the Isocharm Music label.
difference you can feel.
Best FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
It's good. It's better. But nothing beats. Best FM.
pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Come along, sister. Come along, brother. Come along,
Bess FM, Bess FM, Bess FM, Bess FM, Bess FM.
You good? You can get better. Spread the word. Straight Up gets better on Bess FM. Straight Up, Jerry Small, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays on Bess.
Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along. That's life. So that's life. Yeah. Swinging in April, down in June. I get so worried, I didn't know what to do. I go home, feeling so down and out. Mama seemed to understand, said, K, Sarah, whatever will be, that's life. So that's life. You like to fight, boy. Fight with all your might. Fight, fight, fight with all your might.
When you look into his eyes and he turns away. When you're at a corner table and there's nothing much to say. Does he have to draw your pictures? Does he have to spell it out? Face it, girl. It's over. Oh, yeah, it's over.
Yes, welcome back to the program. We're into the second half of the program here now. Today is the 16th of August, the day before Marcus Garvey's birthday, and consequently, we had Miguel Lan and my brother McCall Pinnacle. It's a Pottinger, right? Mm-hmm. As our guests. And them still because probably some of you want to talk to them, but the numbers are 615 and 1508. 615.
619.
619, sorry, correction. 619 1508. 619 1508 and 279 8473. 279 8473. So anybody want to join the conversation? I'm trying to get back my phone on the live chat and it's getting some difficulty. But anyone want to talk to the brethren, usually would have some brethren and sisters here. You can call and talk to them. But one thing is this. We the Rastafari brethren and sisters in Jamaica and others, all African-minded people, we cannot tolerate this aggression that we see coming against some of our more mild-mannered and laid-back brethren and sisters. We see some aggression from 2017 till now. We see some repeated aggression causing several lives taking place against the Bobo house out of Bulby and other places. And we're going to come back to our brethren and talk about that. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Oh, go on. Turn up that brethren. Can you hear them now, please?
Yeah, man. Good afternoon. Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Lano, go on.
Blessings and honor, my brother. Give thanks.
Yeah. You know, me I come from Constant Spring one day, and me come down Hero Circle there. Me don't remember that road there. Me never know you have a building downtown where you sell like painting and I think that's missing, man.
Yeah, man. Well, agricultural shop sell books and flags, posters, African oils, natural soaps, incense, frankincense, myrrh, and so on. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we never know that, you know.
Yes. Well, yeah, man. Yeah, man. We give thanks.
Yes. Mr. Small.
Oh, well.
Yeah, me that tell you earlier, me do want to study on the Roman idol gods there. The names of them are like Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, Pluto. Them things when they teach you in geography, all of them names, Roman idols,
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man, me do a study. And see the Greek gods, them are like Aries, Pisces, Taurus,
So what them name them people have?
Some idol they used to worship in Greece and Rome.
No, where you hear them talk about Mercury? Yes, you hear some of them name Mercury?
Yeah, man.
Hey, where them name that off?
Let me tell you, some idol they make out of wood.
No, where them name them after? What them name those people after?
What they name those people after?
Yeah.
They are Romans.
Hear this. You hear me? A planet, them name them after. Planet. You know what is planet?
Planets are bodies that they say exist in space, like the Earth.
Oh, so you know so the Earth is in space?
Yeah, man. Let me not tell you.
All right. So you know so the Earth a turn though.
Yeah, man. The Earth is turning, but
no, hold on. Before the but, one step at a time. You know so the Earth turning, and you know so the Earth a travel also.
Travel, I don't believe it turn on its axis.
Yes, it turn on its axis like how a wheel on a car turn on what?
A wheel turn on its axle.
Axle, same thing as axis. Yeah. Now the wheel on the car turning on the axle. Is the car moving?
The car is moving, yes.
Well, same way the Earth a turn on its axle and it a travel. Like
well, I don't believe the Earth travels.
I know, but you believe that the car travel when the car wheel a turn on its axis and the four wheel a turn on the four axis in the same direction. You believe that the car travel?
Yeah, well, I don't compare the two.
All right. Now, when the Earth turn on its axis is what turning it?
Based on how the creator sets it, the system.
What creator who? Creator is who? Hold on. My brain's slow. Take time with me. Creator is who? Our name creator.
The Almighty God, the Spirit that create all things.
So the creator create the earth.
Everything that exists.
Just say yes or no, man. You see how long it takes to say everything that exists. All right. So the creator create the earth, right?
Yeah, man.
And the creator make the earth a spin on its axis, right?
Yes.
All right. And the creator make the earth travel?
I don't believe the earth travel. You believe that?
All right. So which part of the creator there?
It's everywhere. There's no limit to him.
To what? You know? There's no limit to what?
There's no limit to him.
Oh, the creator is a male?
Yes. I believe that. You don't have to agree now.
So the creator now, when that male want to fornicate, who that male fornicate with?
I don't believe he have sex. He don't need to have sex. Man needs to do that.
So the creator is a monk.
I wouldn't say that.
Then if the creator now have sex, now must monk.
Is that spirit that higher than all forces, you know?
Yeah, but it's a male.
Yeah.
A male higher than female.
Yeah, man. You can't see that in Earth, man. Say the female weaker.
Oh, female weaker. I don't think you ever
physically.
No, you only see them, but you don't know them good. Oh, hello. You hear me?
Yeah.
You only see them, but you don't know them good.
We represent the...
No, you also, you celebrate to like the creator. That's why you don't know. That's why you feel like them weaker.
They are weaker physically. A woman cannot lift up something heavy that you can lift up.
It's only I don't want to tell yourself to go try to lift up a man, but a woman can lift up a man easy on you.
And you know, you can turn around and make your wife give a hard slap, but if you slap her with all your energy, she drop and maybe die.
That's how your wife.
You know?
No, hear this now. You hear me?
Yeah.
You did hear say Paul and them go up on Mars Hill, right?
Yeah, man, up a Greece. In Athens.
Yeah, in Athens.
Yeah, man.
All right, so you know, say there's a hill named Mars Hill.
Yes, and yeah.
And on Mars, them go up on, you know. Them go up on a hill where them worship all of the hosts of heaven.
Yes, they worship the angels.
And then the Areopagite guide them, you know that? You ever hear about Dionysius?
Yeah, that name there one of the Greek idol god. Me do some reading for it, yeah.
Oh, you read. All right, man. The moon way up in the moon where you see at night time now, you see?
Yeah.
That a spin too?
No, man, the moon reflect the light of the sun.
Oh, then why you not see it at daytime?
You see it sometime at day because it's equal distance between the sun and the sun have equal distance, you understand?
Oh, yeah, talk about equal distance between what? Hold on, equal distance between what?
Between the sun, between the moon and the sun, yeah.
Equal distance. And the earth?
Above the earth.
I joke, yeah, man. Joke, yeah. Hear this now. Every time you see the moon is the same part of the sky you see the moon, you know?
Not necessarily because the earth revolves around both the sun and the moon.
Oh, so the earth revolves around the sun?
Yeah, and the moon, yeah.
Then how you say the earth now travel?
It spins and it access, but it don't spin fast.
I not talk about speed. You say the earth don't travel. And then now you say it revolves around the sun.
Yeah, make it understand, man. Good.
And me I talk to the earth you talk to?
No, I'm in America. Yeah. So me I talk back to you now, yeah.
So you say the earth revolves around the sun?
Yes, that's why you see daytime there at Jamaica now. So when it turns...
so if the earth revolves around the sun, you see? You hear me?
Yeah.
If the earth revolves around the sun, not travel it or travel?
No, the earth is stationary, but the sun is also stationary away from it. So the earth does revolve and it's accessed at a stable place.
Yeah. What you having? What you having?
What?
What you having?
What do you mean?
I said, what you having?
I hurt me there.
Work it there? That not stop you from something.
Me not have nothing, man.
Before you, but you not have nothing before you go to work, you know?
No, sir, me not drink rum. Me not drink rum.
No, but you contradict yourself. Because you said the earth revolves around the sun.
But it's stationary. The earth is stationary, revolve, and it's axis.
And then how you say it revolves around the sun?
Not around the sun. It revolves and its axis, and the sun is away. So this side of the world now in Jamaica is facing the sun. So by 6 o'clock this afternoon, that part of the world turns away from the sun.
All right. You hear me now? It's going to take more time. It's going to take more time than what we have here, you see?
Yeah.
What kind of work you do?
Is that technician, you know?
Technician.
Yeah, one of them company there, you know?
Me a marvel though.
Eh?
Me a marvel though.
Yeah. But it good for reasons still, you understand?
You kind of slow me down away. All right, thank you very much for your call here.
Yeah, man, all right, cool.
All right, quickly, the numbers are 6191508, 6191508, and 2798473, 2798473. Yes, yes.
Go through.
Yes, man. Go through.
So just to remind our listeners, tomorrow, starting at 11 o'clock, starting at 75 East Street, that's down by us there at Head Start Books and so on.
That East Street, little above Parade.
Yes.
Parade.
Yes. Now we're going to march on East Queen Street, go around the park, the St. William Grand Park, then we go up Duke Street, and we go up to North Street. On North Street, we go out to South Camp Road up to Hart Street, and Hope Street, which is where the Muslim mosque is. And we're going to go through Almontown, Anderson Road, Arnold Road, down to Hitchin Street, and then over to Great George Street, which we want Great George Street. That is named after George in England. We would like that to be renamed after the Honorable Marcus Garvey. We choose Almontown this year because the Honorable Marcus Garvey had represented Almontown. He had won that seat. The people of Almontown voted for him to represent them in the local government elections twice. And we think that should be revived and the people should be respected and honored. And to be reminded of that, from Great George Street, we go now right in front of the Ministry of Education, and we go over to the shrine, the Marcus Garvey Shrine over National Heroes Park, where we'll have a rally. So we're inviting all ones to come out, bring your placard, bring your flag, come celebrate Garvey Day, come with your poetry, come with your song, and let us have a very powerful Marcus Garvey Day tomorrow.
All right, do you have any calls there? All right, before we take the call, I hear you mention so we're going past the Islam temple.
Yes.
Or the, I forgot what the other name, it begins with M, I think. Anyway, you're going past the Muslim temple there.
The mosque?
Yes, the mosque. It have a next name still. Now you believe, say, what happened out of Bobo Hill there with Priest Headley where they disappear? Yeah. And what happened a few weeks earlier with Empress Sharon, when we know her? Senior Bobo Empress robbed and killed, and maybe even violated even more than being killed. You think if that happened to a Muslim sister of 70 years old and a senior Muslim brethren like Priest Headley, you think the Muslim brotherhood and sisterhood would allow that?
No.
Then why we know as Rastafari now? What about us make we can't find out who do them thing then? Because Rastafari have good connection with people on the ground. And therefore, and the police not, up to now, the police not producing any result. So what about us? Make the Muslim protect their people.
And we not protecting ours.
Yeah.
But we have an idea, you know. We have an idea as to who is behind enough of these things. We have an idea right you know. So, but the community have to. In any community, you have to protect your women, elders, and children.
Yeah.
The able-bodied persons in the community must organize to protect them. You can't just talk about you're afraid.
No.
And so on. Because if you're afraid and sit down, you'll become sitting ducks.
Now, any society, whether it is a nuclear family means the basic family, man, woman, and the children of the man and the woman, or whether it's a bigger community, a clan, a tribe, an organization, a village, a town, a city, a country. Any community is usually assessed. The value of the community and the benefits of the community is usually assessed by how they take care, how much care they take of their vulnerable. What vulnerable mean?
Those that are more likely to be preyed upon.
All right, we the Rastafari always like to list out some creed. Creed mean what we believe. Creed and credibility come from the same work and credit come from the same thing. When you get credit or shop, it's because the shopkeeper believe that you will not try to use up the goods and don't compensate the shopkeeper. So creed and credit and credibility, all of these things is based on what you sincerely believe. And we, the Rastafari, always repeat to one another
the hungry be fed.
Creed. These are the vulnerable now.
Yes.
The hungry, the naked
be clothed,
the infant
be cared for,
the aged,
protected.
So these are the vulnerable. Vulnerable mean who can be wounded or who can be hurt easiest. The aged, we have a call. Let's get to the call. Good morning, afternoon, good afternoon, welcome. At the time there, but we make them wait long. We have a call, any call here? All right, good afternoon and welcome. What time now? 12:47. Welcome.
You can hear me, Father Jerry?
Yes.
Oh, me just yell up, straighten up where Miguel on. Because I'm seeing I work with my love.
Yeah.
You see the philosophy and the opinion of Marcus Garvey. If you buy a edition now, you see the Moradine story in it.
It update.
Yeah, update. I'm kind of like, it's just like everything. From then to now are the same thing. Not change. But I call today. If it was yesterday, I tried to get on, I couldn't get on. Because when me hear some people talk against Marcus Garvey, it hurt me. You understand?
No, hold on. You understand why some people talk against Marcus Garvey?
No, I say hurt me.
No, I ask if you understand why is it that some, even Rastafari, you might hear them talk against Garvey. You understand there's a reason? You understand the reason?
I can assume. Sometimes
right. Did you know that one time Marcus Garvey felt hurt, say Haile Selassie not paying him no mind?
Well, them say that.
I'm asking you. Hold on. Listen to me good. Let me ask you again. Are you aware that one time Marcus Garvey was stating dissatisfaction that Haile Selassie not pay him no mind? You ever heard that?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
You know where that happened?
It's in England.
Right. And you understand why it happened?
To some extent, yes. Because people now come out with... It's when there was people gathering... Because back then, every information has to go through them.
Yes.
So when these things... Them know all what can take place and what can go on,
Yeah.
So if them... Even if His Majesty did make an answer, nobody know. Them just seem silent.
Yeah.
But I want to say this away.
No. We are addressing. I'm addressing a certain situation. Now, don't leave it before we address it. So therefore, you understand when some people hurt by Marcus Garvey action. You understand that, right?
Yeah, to some.
All right. Yeah. Now Haile Selassie, although him born 5 years after Marcus Garvey, him have more experience than Marcus Garvey in some things.
Yeah.
And because of that, when him get 3 years of Marcus Garvey hurt and attack certain thing, him understand because he was prepared before by some things like that when passed through before. So him just hold him counsel.
Yeah.
Him not say nothing. And him hold him counsel. A 30 year him hold him counsel now. 1936 to 1966. And when him land at Jamaica, that's one of the reasons why him come here. Him did want to clear up that. Like we hear the Virgin announce a while say, when we leave East Street, we're going to go so. And then every place where him tell him I'll go so, him tell you the reason why I go there so. Well, it's the same way Haile Selassie been traveling. Look for that from the burning spear, been traveling, please. And everywhere where him traveling, everywhere him stop him do it for a purpose, because that is what him teach. And even man when him Jesus, them say, and everywhere him go and everywhere him do. And him not talk without a parable. Him talk plain more time, and then him talk parable. But them say him not talk without him talk a parable. So him talk plain. When him done, when him a go, him say, boy, I know everything good for eat, good for talk, you know. Good enough that him saying, but at least him have a parable with it. So them say, and him not talk unless him talk a parable. Well, same way like what the birds not tell everywhere them a go, and why them a go, and which part them a stop. The same way 30 years still has to travel and him don't send nothing till him ready for come to Jamaica. And when him ready for come to Jamaica, is a Trinidadian man invite him for come to Trinidad 2 years before, you know. A Trinidadian man way far outstrip Norman Manley. So when you hear a man can smarter than Norman Manley by far, you know, said this is no ordinary man, you know. And that Trinidadian man I invite Haile Selassie come to Jamaica, and Haile Selassie say, I drop them dropping on my trap. Not the Trinidadian man, the Trinidadian man provide one trap, and Selassie say, I drop them dropping on my trap. And when him reach at Trinidad, when him reach at Trinidad, you know, and him know say the sound gone out to Jamaica, him know say Jamaica government drop out of the frying pan, you know, and drop in the fire. Because the people of Jamaica are not going to put up with him, leave the Caribbean.
Exactly.
And all right, well, hear this now. Yeah, all right, hear this now. You see, when him come to Jamaica, him tell them, say, first thing him say, I'm telling my Trinidad and him tell him about Barbados. I never want to come here. A long time I want to come. I never want to come in here under colonial rule. Him know say we still under colonial rule now. But as a diplomat, we have kiss all of the cross, all when him knows the people, him for take out the land, but him a kiss the cross and a soft them up. A soft soap, him a soft soap them, you know. Because he's a chess player. And when him go to Trinidad, he make the same speech of Barbados, he make the same speech of Jamaica, say, I want to come here a long time, but I never want to come when it's under colonial rule. Because some things I have to talk, like when I did go to Israel, 1936, when it's under colonial rule, I say I never want to come here under colonial rule, because I know so the reception when I get at airport, I see him reception when I get to Jerusalem, and the people want to know, so I make him more up and leave it before him take over the place. And the first thing him do when him land at Jamaica, him said to the Governor General, say, all of the, you know, as them land at Jamaica, them show him the itinerary, you know. Them not show him, you know, them show him foreign minister, because him travel with him, you know. And them show him the itinerary where them want to go. And they said the Rasta man mash up the airport itinerary, but anyway, we're going to resume it. And him said we are going to the stadium, and we're going to there, and we're going to there, and there. And the foreign minister come to Haile Selassie and say, so the itinerary, and then say, up there, and there, and there, and there, and there, like where Miguel has really quiet. And Haile Selassie wait till the foreign minister talk and say to the foreign minister, say, tell them, say, a two places I want to go, you know. I'm not upon the itinerary. I want to go to the shrine of Marcus Garvey, and I want to go to the school where I send the money for. What?
Yeah, because Marcus said it's about His Majesty.
Yeah.
The Emperor of Abyssinia will fight not only by himself, but by the guidance of that divine power and force that never fail. Already he is triumph in his diplomacy. He stands out as one diplomat of the world who has been able to convince all race and nation which righteousness have a cause, and to summon them to unite action in the preservation of that cause. This is only the first triumph, but it is an indication of the final victory. All right, Marcus said that about His Majesty, you know.
What year him said that?
I couldn't even tell you the year, but it's a utterance where we see it. To me, it come in like it's a prayer, but not even a prayer.
Nobody with the poetry. Make we left the poetry little. What year him said that?
I said I couldn't tell.
All right, that means if you can't tell the year, you can't tell the month.
No, but
all right, hold on there. It's very important to know when he make that writing there. But I know him write it before Haile Selassie land, or he probably write it just after Haile Selassie land London, but most likely before. But him write it before. Him write it before him write the words that was criticizing Haile Selassie. Do you understand?
Yes.
And then after that, now 30 years, hold on. Haile Selassie hold silence for 30 years. And when him come Jamaica, him demonstrate. It's a march him make, you know. Like what the man will make tomorrow. And him march go to the shrine On them march go shrine, all of the Garvey and all the Rastaman I say, I wonder if him go down they go course. And him go to the shrine and pay him respect and the people them say, what a man this. After the man know.
Bongo.
Alright, hold on, I'm going to tell you a story now. Not to the paper. 2 youth go America from Clarendon. And them a work on a summer program. A work program.
Yeah, man, I get you news that last night.
And what them do? What the 2 youth do? What the 2 youth do? One at 26 and one at 21. 2 brother.
Who jump off of the bridge?
The bridge? Which bridge?
It's a bridge in a Boston.
Boston.
So in America.
Yeah.
I don't fully I call the name of the bridge.
Yeah.
But that place where them say people always jump off. But me one of them couldn't swim if them can't swim.
No. Them go the bridge. And people always jump off of the bridge, but the tide have a way for coming fast. You didn't know?
Okay.
You know tide?
Okay.
You know tide?
Yeah man. The rip tide they were just
Tide, you have tide coming fast.
Wave.
Sometimes the tide come in fast because of the steepness of the place. Sometimes it come in fast because of the very flatness of the place.
Yeah.
But the tide have a way for coming fast. So when you are jump off now, and believe, say, you can't swim in 2 minutes to reach on the solid land. The tide change the thing. But them have some sign. Them have some sign near the bridge. May I ask if them have some sign near the bridge?
Should have.
No, should have. Them have some.
Feet.
Them have some sign near the bridge. Them have some sign near the bridge, and the sign said, "Don't jump off a bridge."
Okay. Okay. Yes, recently them put up that sign because.
Don't tell me about recently, man. Them put up the sign in time.
Yes, the sign is there.
Them put up the sign in time, and them 2 youth, you know, come from up in the hills of Clarendon where no sea no there, and them don't know not much about sea. Them don't know about tide, because river don't really carry tide more than so. Anyway, long story. I love the youth, them, and I feel it for them, but I tell some of my youth already. One time I tell one of my youth, say, if you don't move different and if you don't read the sign, me now come on no jail. Me now come on no hospital. You not hear me? We are talking to.
I'm listening.
We are talking.
I'm listening to you. Are you me listen to?
No, we are talking to a little while.
Are you me beside me? But me just say something for sustain where they say.
What you say?
Why Bongo? Me listening, man.
Then I'm here to talk to when I say the thing. All right. But tell me, youth. Say, if you not read the sign and see the sign and obey the sign, me now come on no jail. Me now come on no hospital. And me now come on no funeral. And I'm last. Well, I shouldn't tell you which one I'm youth. I'm go sorry if me hear anything happen, but me now come on no jail.
Yeah, because I've been warned.
The sign, and me put up the sign. And me say if him not read the sign, me now come on no jail. Me now come on no hospital, and me now come on no funeral. Me might stay at home, you know, some tears might have rolled down my cheek.
Yeah.
Now come on no funeral. So now you say them are youth now? Are we to be like them are youth now?
I mean, no, sir.
All right, and we the Rastafari. I am not a Bobo, but the Bobo are my brother, and the Bobo Empress are my sister.
One blood in a Bongo.
So at the same time, I now go jump off in a one deep place, up by Bobo, behind Bobo yard, where me no know. And one boy could have done in there wait for me. But don't ask if we not go find a way. We not go run go in no trap, you know. You know, so we not run going on no trap.
During the war, you know, during the Mussolini war.
Yeah.
During the Mussolini war, Marcus make a speech there, you know.
I know.
Because he come and say, no sacrilegious prayer in Rome will.
And when Garvey die?
Bongo them always beat me up with kids.
All right, well, I'm going to tell you when Garvey die. Garvey die. When him read a newspaper, two things him read in the paper today. First him read in the paper say Garvey dead. And the next thing I'm reading in the paper, Italy enter the war. Because Italy never entered the war against the Allies them yet, you know. And Italy, Mussolini never liked Hitler, you know. You didn't know that? Hitler was a high admirer of Mussolini, you know. But Mussolini looked down upon Hitler, you know. So he's a little low level guy when I have no refinement. And Mussolini and Italy stay out of the war. And through that, Hitler can't get to invade England the right way. Because Hitler have England on them foot and go invade, you know. Every night he bomb London, you know, call the Battle of Britain. And when Marcus Garvey read say Italy now gone into the war with Hitler, Marcus Garvey dead same time in the bed after him read a newspaper. Two things in the paper. Marcus Garvey dead and Hitler and Mussolini coming to the war. And you see as Hitler going to the war and Garvey dead, Churchill will just get Prime Minister England, you know, because the Prime Minister England have a runway. And then get Churchill. The first thing Churchill do, send a car go down a Haile Selassie yard in London and say, I'm asking her to come up here. And when Haile Selassie go up there, he say to him, say, like how Italy coming to the war with Germany against me. There's no way we can stand up. We have to go fight. We have to go fight them in Africa.
Allow me to say this. Because there's a paragraph where him say, where Marcus said.
No, but I'll quote no more Marcus to me now. What I tell you? What's the last thing I tell you?
You talk about the war in England.
No, don't talk about it. Tell me what I tell you about it.
When they send a car for His Majesty.
Our Churchill said to His Majesty.
It's about joining forces together.
Here Churchill said to His Majesty, dead we dead now. And if we must die, deal with him for me.
Let it not be like hogs penned up. That was when Churchill repeated the famous words of our Jamaican,
greatest Jamaican writer.
Yes.
And then when him done repeat that now, him said to Selassie, say, "I dead we dead now, you know."
Yes.
And the only way we can win the war, we have to go down Africa go fight them.
Yes.
And what that mean? The caller no have to answer, because I know you don't. Miguel, what that mean?
Yeah.
If the only way to win is to go to Africa go fight them, what that mean now? Why I'm called Selassie?
That mean now that Britain is now in agreement to support the Ethiopians in their fight against Mussolini in Africa. Because that was where Mussolini was now invading Ethiopia and was seeking to, he had already invaded Somaliland, part of Somaliland. Italy had captured part of that. Sudan and so on. And they were now coming over to get to capture Ethiopia.
And them capture it, but them don't colonize it. Them capture it and the League of Nations, including Britain, tell him, say, go on, do what you do.
That's right.
And it reached to a point now where the same guy where Britain tell himself, go on, do what you do. Come in at the war upon them now, and I come up under them backside. And them think a cool breeze, but afterward them find out it's not a cool breeze.
Yes.
And them call Selassie in the taxi and tell Selassie, say, the only way we can get out of this now. But if we go in Africa go fight, and therefore what? You Haile Selassie. The key who go and broke every chain now.
Yes, and we should also, well, that was also very important when they now decided to take Haile Selassie serious. We must remember that Rommel, the German general, he was moving across North Africa now from Egypt. So his plan was to move across North Africa to go up later on and join with the Italians and to control the Horn of Africa.
And control the Mediterranean.
Yes.
The Horn of Africa, you know, that's the Red Sea.
Red Sea, yes.
And the Mediterranean.
And the Mediterranean.
I done Europe, done know, you know. I done France, done know, you know.
Yes.
I done Spain, done and Portugal, done, you know. I done Britain, done know, you know.
Yes. They would take over all of that and so on. Nice.
And I saw Marcus Garvey drop dead when him said that.
Yes.
Bongo, I want to ask you this. and leave more turn up the radio and listen after my asking this question. Because me say something close to that before still. All right. Last night, me there listen one little documentary where them ask the question: is PNP did they against Portia Simpson? Did they support? Did they something to that effect?
No, you don't complete the sentence. Is PNP what?
The marks a question. The question was: is PNP didn't support Portia? Some to that.
No, you don't get it plain. You don't get it plain. No, you have to go get it plain. You don't get it plain. So even the question where you ask, we have to hear it plain.
The right word no one finding because it's
then if you don't find the right word, there's more confusion, you know. Get it plain, man.
All right, more again my own word. During his leadership as a female, his own party wasn't with her. Simple.
With Portia?
Yeah.
Where you get that from? Where you get that from?
Then I watched the documentary last night, man.
No, hear this now. Portia Simpson Miller run against PJ Patterson when Michael Manley resigned. You didn't know? When Michael Manley resigned, you didn't know?
No.
No, you don't know. Well, let me tell you. 1992, Michael Manley had planned. Michael Manley was sick in the 80s. And the sick when him of his terminal. You know what is terminal illness?
You can do it anytime.
Not can. Is that one going to carry you?
Yeah.
Alright, so him terminal ill, but 1989 when Siaga declared the election date, Michael Manley come lead the PNP campaign, because him knows if him lead the campaign, them will win. But if him not lead, him no must beat Siaga and the CIA. Well, him lead the campaign and them win. But him plan is, after him win 89, him going to stay there for 2 years. On the 3rd year, upon his mother's birthday, him will go resign. On the 20th anniversary of the first victory, 20 years before 1992 is what year? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Me say 20 years before 1992 is what year?
20 years before 1992.
Yeah.
We had the match factor, to say it, no, man.
Match factor makeup, man. A cosmetic. I lie here, tell say you can't subtract, man. What is that? Since you're not cooperate.
They cooperate, man. But
no, you're not cooperate. You waste time. You know. 1972, the 29th of February, Michael Manley win the election. His cousin Shira set that date. I know Shira knows her mother's birthday. I hand Shira hand over to him, you know. Shira set the date. When Shira set the date, people are ball upon Shira from late 91. So Shira, why you not set the date? Why you not set the date? Yes, because you not tell the truth. Anyway. Yes, anyway, Shira now set the date now. When them press Shira, and some of them are guess the date, Shira say, the only person, is only one man can set the date of that election. And that man is I man. The first time I hear Shira talk with some Rasta talking. That man is I man. And the date shall be the 29th of February 1972. And I'm cousin mother's birthday, you know. Anyway, them set the date. So 20 years later after Michael Manley lead them to win the election in 1989. Him say he must stay there for 3 years, but him not serve out the term. He must go resign upon the leap year, upon his mother's birthday. The December, 1991 December, one Jew man when a Michael government decide say he must go protest against some things that are going on. He must resign from the headship of the Petroleum Corporation in Elemental and I say, skullduggery are going on in the Petroleum Corporation because Pickersgill give a waiver to one of the PNP man we in a Shell and make Shell no have to pay no tax. Now how the hell you can have a whole heap of company a sell gas and you tell one company say them not to pay no tax but the rest will pay. So Ellie Matalan decide to bust out the information and say me I resign from Petro Corporation because some skullduggery go and them give waiver to Shell. And you small, him tell you small, say no, me go resign and go mash up the whole government. So go tell Michael say me go resign and me go talk. When New Year's Day, me go talk. You small go to Michael Manley and say to Michael Manley say, trouble you know, New Year's not going to be a nice New Year no. Ellie Matal and your friends say, me go talk out about the waiver way because Gail Hamilton of Shell. Because the Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica and Petcom gas station set up as a price control. In other words, to stop the gas company from sell gas there, the government going to open a gas station company and go and sell gas cheap. Why the government can't sell it cheap on everybody? Because the government not have to pay no tax for them gas. So them using that as a price control. So therefore now all the other gas station and gas company have to pay tax. So they have to come down to the level of Petcom. Otherwise, everybody will stop buy from the other gas station and only buy a Petcom. That's a form of price control. So now, when the Shell company get a waiver because Howard Hamilton, the head of Shell company, is also on the national executive of the PNP, and that scandal bucket go pull down the government. Because Shell now pay no tax. And therefore, him can sell the gas cheaper than all other gas stations. So only Petcom there if you compete with them. All other gas stations I go bow and Shell go. So when that happen now, Michael Manley no know because I'm not run the government and I'm only Prime Minister, I'm not a PJ Patterson run the government. You know. So I call up PJ Patterson and the whole of them and say, is it true that them give Shell a waiver? And them say yes. And Michael Manley say, well, how them give Shell waiver? How that for go? That can't work. And him demands a PJ Patterson. Him never tell PJ to resign. Him decide to fire PJ Patterson. And PJ Patterson beg him say, don't fire me. Me will resign. Or give me a low ministry. Give me a low ministry, I embarrass me, but don't. Because PJ Patterson man don't like embarrassment. And Michael Manley insists and say, you have to go. And when him say, you have to go, PJ leave and say, I shall return. Though, because I know so when Michael Manley resign from the government, 29th of February, or any other date, nobody else can win the election for president more than him. Well, anyway, when Michael Manley resigned, Carlstone start write up some article in the Gleaner. 5 articles him writing now. Say, boy, the best person to take over the government, because she's the best performing minister is Portia Simpson Miller. And him write the next article the next week. Say, she have you smaller supporter, him can be the finance minister. Dean Peter supporter, him can be that. And him name out the 5 man. Only 5 MP are supporter, you know, and the rest are support PJ Patterson. Miguel, can you tell me the procedure by which the Prime Minister of Jamaica is chosen?
Well, the Prime Minister is chosen by the party that has won the election, that has the majority.
Majority what?
Majority of members of Parliament.
In other words, it is the members of Parliament
that select the Prime Minister.
That select a Prime Minister.
Yes.
The members of Parliament.
Yes.
That is how the Constitution of Jamaica go.
Yes.
Not really the party, and not the members of the party, and not the delegates, and not the voters of Jamaica.
The members.
What the guy with name Holness first name again? Andrew Holness has not selected as Prime Minister by the people of Jamaica. He is selected by the Queen, them representative in the Parliament. When Michael Manley resigned, 5 members of Parliament support Portia Simpson Miller. You Small, the 2 Peart brother, I think Peter Phillips, and Dali. I'm not sure if Peter Phillips did it. No. Anyway, 5 of them support Portia. And the rest support PJ Patterson. There's no way anybody could have beat PJ Patterson. Anyway, them run the little election. And PJ win. Afterwards, she challenged Peter now for the presidency of the party. And when she challenged PJ for the presidency of the party in our arena, she couldn't beat him anyway. She started cuss up some bad and thing, and them have a hustler out the arena. Them have a push her now and can hustle out the arena, and PJ win. And when PJ go up on the platform and make him big to street, him say, "Aye man, Anya, aye man, Banya." Well, same way now when PJ ready, and PJ make a speech afterward and say, when the time ready for me to leave the Prime Minister office or leave the presidency of the PNP, no one will have to push me. PJ is the smartest and most successful politician in the history of Jamaica. None can come near him. Not Michael Manley, not Busterman can come near him. And PJ Patton said, when the time come for me, I have to leave. Nobody have to go push me, I will know. And when the time come, when the time come, well, I don't want to wait, it'll take too long. When the time come, PJ Patterson announced that next year, in February, I am going to give up the presidency of the PNP. And him say, the Governor General, Sir Howard Cook, also going to give up the Governor Generalship. And him say, when the Governor General give up the Governor Generalship, the Chief Justice will act as Governor General for 30 days. And at the end of the 30 days, I will announce who is the new Prime Minister. All know the Chief Justice not for no 30 days now. You know why? PJ go find out say Portia I go appoint Siaga as Governor General. And PJ saying, you believe so? And so PJ just go to Howard Cook and say, leave now. And then put in Sir Kenneth Hall, who must obey PJ. Put in Sir Kenneth Hall as Governor General. And tell Sir Kenneth Hall, say, send for Portia Simpson Miller. Because Portia Simpson Miller, just like in 1992, in 2006, she only had the support of a handful of members of parliament. Peter Phillips had the support of 26 members of parliament. And if it go by the vote of the members of parliament, is Peter Phillips would have take over as Prime Minister. Maybe Portia would have win most likely Portia would have win as President of PNP. Them couldn't win as Prime Minister under the Constitution. And that's why Kenneth Hall was made Governor General suddenly, instead of no Chief Justice acting for no 30 days. And so long story short, I don't think PNP was against no Portia Simpson Miller. Yes, the MP, them did support Peter Phillips. Mm-hmm. But I could never say that the PNP never support Portia Phillips. Because when Peter Phillips run against her, don't he must beaten? He must beaten by very much enough. 300 votes is not much enough, but it's a clear beating. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's 2 times that show. Anyway, boy, I talk too long about them things.
But that history is vital. Nice. So, Brother Jerry, I'm going to run off you now, but I'm glad I really thank you for welcoming us to today.
Yeah.
And we thanks for this exposure.
I remember tomorrow.
Yes. So tomorrow, Marcus Garvey Day. And we want, if any of you, try read something about him, try know something about him, try know a little. Because it's not just we here at the station or on the radio or so, but just imagine it. Just imagine it. For a humble little brother right here, come from St. Anne's Bay, and to go to a place like America, or built an organization that had over 20 million people worldwide.
Yes, in the space of 9 years.
Yes.
From 1916 to 1925, I didn't put him in prison.
And for that same little man to have influenced, you just think of all the great black American leaders. All of them have acknowledged the influence that the Honorable Marcus Garvey had on them. Yeah. The writers, the lecturers, the historians, people like Benjamin Cannon and so on, many great writers have all written of the influence that the Honorable Marcus Garvey had on them.
And then the African liberation leader them.
The African liberation leaders we're talking about, Kwame Nkrumah was made it clear, and who included the Black Star on the flag of Ghana, Nnamdi Azikiwe over in Nigeria,
Sekou
has also acknowledged the influence of Marcus Garvey. Ahmed Sekou Touré in Guinea has also acknowledged the influence of the Honorable Marcus. Nelson Mandela.
All of them. And his modesty acknowledged them too.
And I should point out Ho Chi Minh.
Yes.
Ho Chi Minh over in Vietnam.
Yeah.
also acknowledge the influence that Elmer Marcus
and
Garvey
Hitler
had.
imitate him organization. Hitler imitate in this how he motive the way how he mobilize him organization.
Yes, absolutely, brothers and sisters. So it couldn't be buck up. That all over. Probably him getting the least respect in Jamaica internationally. So, brothers and sisters, let us say thanks to such a great person from humble origin right here in J, who can make us hold up our hand with pride and dignity. Give thanks for that, Jerry.
Yeah, and all of these action we take, I believe it must lead to the political unification of the African struggle in Jamaica. Because none of the two parties, by now the majority of people, 63% of the people, sure, just like I hear the poll the other day, 63% of the people show that in neither the JLP or the PNP they can rely on. And there must be, the work of Marcus Garvey must come to a fulfillment. And must.
Yes. In fact, when he formed the party in 1929, the People's Political Party, we get a good idea of it from his wife, Amy Jakes Garvey, who wrote a book named Black Power. And in that book, she mentioned he formed it because of the legal rape that he was going through. All the legalities that was used to cripple him, to hold him back. He felt that you have to have political power.
So what position we in now? Don't is legal neglect and rape we are go through now?
Exactly. And therefore should use his black print that he has laid down to overthrow these two monsters.
Now Marcus Garvey, like any other human being, make mistakes, but overall,
yes,
I could never abandon Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey right the crown of England and the British colonial government in Jamaica and warn them against Rasta. Bustamante also to do that. That not going to make me stop from support Marcus Garvey. I know that he must see it as a threat. He must see the personnel who come up as a threat to him organization. And I know how them things they go. People will always feel a little bit slighted or feel like, say, look how this man just come and take over thunder. So
Leonard Howell.
Yes. I'm right. He wrote to the government, the colonial government in Jamaica. That now gonna make me. Marcus Garvey was a Roman Catholic. That now make me stop from no. With a dash of the baby with the bathwater. Yeah. You bathe the baby, and in enthusiasm after bathing the baby, you dash of the, make sure to take out the baby. Then I see when the policeman park him car with the baby in there. That's why you dash your baby with bathwater now. Bathe the baby, and when you're done and a whistle, you're so glad to bathe the baby. You take up the pan and do so. Like how
everything.
Yes, like how the two boys them jump off a bridge.
Yeah. What madness could have come into them for going to do that? You know?
In the bridge?
Yes.
Other people, white people up there do it.
Yes.
But them a swimmer. And them still now be the sign, you know. Other people do it, and say anything anybody do at Jamaica and go and say, me I jump too. But we must take lesson from that. And all when we take the lesson, I also taking the lesson, say regardless of the misdemeanor, me make mistake too. And if Marcus Garvey go and get right off of them two things, cussing Selassie and writing against Rastafari to the governor, that mean all me good at buck pan hurdle too. Because me a hurdler.
You used to hurdle at school?
I mean, yeah, me hurdle man.
Okay.
When Olympics done, you know, when we are little boy Olympics done, you know, we'll we keep Olympics around the yard, and each one of is a nation.
All right. Give thanks.
Yeah, because it's great. But I say, the work of the country, because we are get the same persecution, and no one is going to take up the cause of the mass of the people. The mass of the people in Jamaica, no one except Rastafari and the Garvey, and no one except the African militants in Jamaica is going to take up the cause of the African militants.
Yes, agree.
But, yeah, thank you very much.
Every time. Blessings and honor.
All the best. Mr. Pattinger, Mr. Pinnacle, Miguel. Yes. Next call. Get the time, please. All right, good afternoon and welcome. No, man, 125. Okay. Good afternoon. Not there still? All right, please call back. I take long to respond to you. Please don't write me off for that. 619 is the number. 1508
Love and
619.
Light, Health and Strength Family.
Yes, sir. 1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Yes, we have an unusual program today, but sometimes and very often it is necessary to do unusual things from time to time. Little by little, we will work out most things. Like I have the opinion that the planets them revolve around the sun, and that the planets are traveling. And the next brethren don't believe that. Little by little, we will come to agreement. I believe. Good afternoon and welcome.
Yeah, tell them first, man.
Oh, go on.
There, man. I have been doing from Peggy.
From Peggy Barry?
Yeah, man, I have been doing, man. I ain't going to tell them, sir.
Oh, go on.
What me I look for them? What me I look for them, man? Why them trap the youth to plead guilty what they are going to?
Hold on, talk slow. Why what? Why what?
Why them trap the youth? The 4 children and their mother.
Why them trap him to do what?
To plead guilty, so.
To plead guilty?
Yeah, so quick.
So quick?
Yes.
All right, tell me something now. How long them supposed to take a plea from him?
Well, I don't know too much about the courthouse thing.
Then if you don't know about the courthouse thing, how you say them trap the youth?
No, I mean like them know that give protection and say ask go down there and ask question and say if the police then lick him no, he say no. They know then everything like that. And they know you notice how they nice him up.
You notice how what?
You notice how they do him good.
How them what?
Do him good.
Who? Who deal with him good?
And the people never go question him if he get liquor. I think
Alright, so you never want them deal with him good?
Eh?
You never want them deal with him good?
Yes, but why me away for this not here no for small? Let me tell you why me I did. Why they don't trap the policeman like kill the girl?
What you mean why them not trap him? Them don't them arrest him?
Yeah, but don't take the guilty quick.
Them take any plea from him?
Well, me think that I couldn't deal with the youth better.
I ask if them take no plea from him, whether them guilty or not guilty.
Well, I don't know that much.
You don't know, and you tell me say you don't know much about courthouse running, but you still a call and say why them trap the youth and why them not trap the police.
And that me say.
Yes, that's what you say, but you admit that you don't know much about courthouse running.
Yes, you enlighten me to go on then.
I must enlighten you?
Yeah.
No, just wait upon time and you will hear when the policeman plea, how him plea.
Oh, alright then. Alright. You know, feel so they shouldn't shock him, you know.
Them should have just what?
Shock him.
You mean shock him and kill him?
No, kill him, make him talk.
Shock him with what? With what?
Current.
Alright, so you want them to torture him, right?
Yes, make him talk.
Alright, you want anybody to torture you?
No, they can't torture you.
What?
We don't want them to torture you.
I say if you want anybody to torture you?
No, torture Mr. Simal.
Torture what?
Torture Mr. Simal.
Torture Small?
You torture you, man. You don't torture no me.
Yeah, why they must torture me?
You don't talk about.
Eh?
You don't ask everyone to torture me.
No, why you want them torture somebody to talk something? Why you want that?
Yeah, Mr. Small. Them woman have moon to your daughter, sir.
Say what?
The lady will lose her daughter.
Yeah, what I'm to her?
The police boy have to talk up, man.
Yes. So now, You would have like them torture him for him talk, right?
Yes, man.
Oh. But you wouldn't like nobody torture you, though?
No.
Then why you want them torture next month?
What we do?
What you do? I don't know what you do. And nobody know what you do. Anybody know what you do?
Okay.
No, answer me. Anybody know what you do?
What the policeman do?
I ask if anybody know what you do.
No.
No, nobody know what you do. So therefore you have some things that is hidden that you do.
I'm get locked up.
No, everything that you do, you get trouble for it.
If I get locked up, I can't get me do anything, sir.
All right, anyway, there are some things that you do that you don't want nobody to know. Like what Bob Marley sing about. So you must have done something that you don't want nobody to know about.
You ever get locked up, that's why.
Yes, many time.
Okay. But maybe I sound the simple things.
The first time I sleep at jail, I 11-year-old.
Alright, but me not feel good or the man do the girl. I'm not saying that the girl is not a bad girl like that.
Yes. But me and you don't know everything that take place between them. Me and you know everything take place between them.
I don't know none.
Alright, I don't know none. Alright, cool. Just cool and wait. Just cool and wait. Thank you. We have any more call?
Alright.
Our next call. Good afternoon. Welcome. Not there. Still there. Good afternoon. Are you there? Welcome to the program. Are you there? Seem like they're a caller now yet. And I have a difficulty with my phone getting into this live chat here. We're going to play a piece of music. Let me paper it again. Why? It's a whole heap of thing now. Whole heap of thing. Yes. Yes, the numbers are 619 1508, 619 1508, and 279 8473. 279 8473. Are you there? Good afternoon.
Yeah, man.
Talk up a little louder for me, please.
Yeah, hear me the finest today.
Can't hear you good. Talk up more.
Everybody can hear. Listen me. Can you hear me now?
Is you the same one who was talking about the torture?
No, man.
All right, go ahead, talk.
Oh, yeah, man, they got talk about world, the earth spin and them something.
Yeah.
I hear me the finest, and that's man a question if the earth in a space and into the air. All right, listen me. Watch it now. The earth in a space, the earth in the middle of the world. Listen this now.
Hold on. The earth is in the middle of the world?
Yeah, listen this now.
Hold on. So the earth... No, you said the earth is in the middle of the world. We're going to deal with that first.
Listen, man. I don't chat on you, man. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right. You see, the world with the people and whatsoever God make them have sensitive in the world and whatsoever He want on the earth, the on top of the earth. All right. The sun and the moon and all of the things. You see, all the things that generate those things. All right. So then come like, I ask the manufacturer when I can't spin and wheel and whatever. If you not jack up the car, the wheel can't just spin, if you not drive. So what you know, everything will generate the moon, the stars and everything, whatsoever will go on the earth, is under the earth. If a man dead, on the way, he can go on the earth, but a man that can't dead and go in the sky. So you and the Christian, them and the whole around know, that's straight. And remember that it's not the head. You see,
when you say you and the Christian, who you talk?
All who don't never understand, but them say all different types of things.
Who is the you? Am me the you where you talk?
All of the people there.
No, yes or no? Yes or no? Me is the you where you say you and the Christian?
All right, listen me.
No, if you're not going to answer, look here, listen. If you're not going to answer me, I'm not listening no more.
All right, listen there.
You and the Christian is who you talk to.
Listen, let me say you know. You know what I mean? Like, you special.
Oh, all right, go on talk.
All right, yeah. Just get it right. I would like that and understand it. A man can go to the sky, to the moon or whatsoever and go. But you never yet hear a man say, him a go on earth. Yes, him a go under the earth. And you have to get to go underneath the jade. But you're running thing, you know, but anything, if you know what...
Underneath it, who there? Underneath the earth, who there?
Well, I know, you're running thing.
No. Stop.
Whoa, listen.
You stop. Hold on. All right, pull the plug there, because I'm not listening. I'm not listening neither. All right, see if we can get somebody we can listen to, and them can listen to it. 619-1508. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. What is the time there now? 1:37. Okay. All right, we have a burning spear traveling. Yeah, let's say from burning spear, we've been traveling, just like how the earth had traveled. We've been traveling, burning spear.
Traveling more than 2,000 miles, more than 2,000 miles. Can't get no shady tree to race, can't get no shady tree to race. The sun's so red hot, hotter than hot.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Daddy Jerry.
Welcome.
Daddy Jerry.
Wagwan.
Yeah, okay, this is boy, I have to do my lesson, love lesson, you know?
Yeah, Wagwan.
I'm there, so I have to do some lesson, they're right in the same place as Santa there. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I have to hear a little more story, you know?
You have to what?
Yeah, man, I have to hear a little more, can call it, but when you get a one missed call, you know, you never get through to you, so I never bother hear it, but you come over when you come off, maybe I hear it.
That's why you called me to tell me?
Yeah, man. You know,
all right, thanks. Little more then. Thanks. Here's that. Have any more? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Jerry.
Yes.
I wonder if me I can hold a positive reasoning
yeah.
in the day.
Yeah.
All right. Unemployment of youth, especially in the inner city and the garrison. What is our aim to cut it down?
I can't tell you what is your aim. Talk what is your aim.
All right then. You see the army and the police and the government, I feel that the three of them should come together and form a unit, right? And you see like a morning time, them have like a truck, a big truck with police and soldier and certain people who plan to deal with youth on a basis of work each day. That means, you see, all downtown around St. William's Grand Park and them place, the way need clean up.
Yeah.
Them just go in at the inner city, you know, and just make youth jump up on in the truck every morning. I say any youth when I want to go in at the truck, we have a different place for put them.
So hold on. So your plan then now is a technique to by force. You're going to put you to work by force.
Kind of, Jerry, not fully, but them have to understand, say, we we force them to come off of the corner and cut out these contracts where you have like people who are attached to the party. Them are gonna get some contract to clean up place and mark it and so we.
So tell me something now. These youths, you know, you're going to pay them?
Yeah, man.
All right. Stop. All right.
Daily,
Stop,
daily.
man. Stop. All right. About how much you're going to pay them?
Well, a minimum wage. We have to find a minimum wage.
I asking you how much you're going to pay them. How much you're going to like up?
At least $100 US a day.
100 US is 15,000, right?
Yeah, every day.
So you're going to pay them 15,000 a day. That means for 5 days, that's how much money?
I'm roughly 45 to 50,000.
No. 75,000.
Yeah. Because it's
so all right. So you're going to pay them 75,000 a week.
Yes, Jerry.
And where that money going to come from?
But Jerry, the government find more money for people.
Look here. I ask you, where the money going to come from? That's what I ask you.
From funding, man. Like when USA get fund and cut out the money we are going to some organization. Like
all right, I don't think you really think it out properly yet. Because if you tell me say you're going to pay them 100 US a day, I don't think you really think it out properly yet.
Jerry, we always is talk about underpayment and minimum wage. We need to have this conversation.
Yeah, but so we need to talk foolishness too.
No.
So why we need to put out the sound that we're going to pay them 100 US a day?
Because youths have to find equitable ways and pay them to draw them off at the corner and turn them from the devious crimes.
So tell me something now. Before you call here, so you reason it out with anybody?
Yeah, man.
And when you reason it out with them agree to the 100 US a day too?
Yeah, and the next thing.
No next thing. One thing at a time.
Yeah.
So when you reason it out with the other people, them agree to pay the 100 US a day too?
Because it is there, Jerry. And next thing more ask you. Why?
No, not next thing. No more next thing. No next thing. Hello. If you can't set one thing properly, we're not going to no next thing. The people them you sit down and reason with, they agree that you're going to pay this 100 US a day to these youth too?
Jerry, 15,000 a monkey money, you know.
Yeah, 15,000 is monkey money.
Yeah.
And $75,000 a week is monkey money too.
Well, due to cost of living now, 75,000 for a family of four, you know, can be monkey, you know, especially back preparing back to school in September here, and you have youths where sit on corner have all 3-4 youth a yard and do even know the next move, so I'm then tempted to go in the streets and hunt it.
So you discuss them thing with your party member them?
No party thing. Because I want to ask you a next thing about politician now. Why politicians always feel good for talk to drunken people?
Why you asking me?
Because we have seen where most time when they meeting the politician them always sending at the place and buy liquor and get the people them drunk before them come talk to them at a meeting. So these politicians them want somebody to charge them, man, because a pure drunken people to them talk to and them got meeting. Pure drunkard.
So
you ever think of it, Miss man?
Yeah, but when I hear you suggesting to pay 100 US a day, me I wonder what you have into.
No, man, me not drink. I don't drink or smoke.
You not drink water?
Yes.
You not drink water?
Yeah, man, I drink water and juice. But when I mention the word drink, we talk about, the real nigga stuff and the dinners and get the stuff, See me? So it need to stop now. We're drunken people going to political meeting, because when them go and the politician them talk, them don't understand one thing, because they make sure drunk them from before they reach a meeting, and them politicians are them for charge them.
I wonder, me soon find out how serious it is.
Well, now tell you, anytime you get somebody for reason, something out of the box, it always baffle.
It always baffle who?
You.
So tell me something now. What is the minimum wage now?
The minimum wage is less than $6,000.
So the minimum wage now is $6,000. And then you're going to have a compulsory work scheme where you get the people them $75,000 a week.
But Jerry, we need to do something to take the youth them off of the corner. Something we need is just.
Yes, all right. Anyway, all right. All right, call me back again tomorrow.
Carrot in front of the rabbit.
Yes, call me again tomorrow.
Carrot in front of the rabbit.
Yeah, call me again tomorrow, here. I'm going to see if we can make head or tail or anything what you say. We have any more call? The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. Yeah, Miguel Lan was quite right when him say, it's like how Marcus Garvey was getting some legal fight and difficulty and obstruction and was forced to take political action, because that is the only course you can take when you are being oppressed legally and with from every different angle. We have our next call. Yeah. We have our next piece of music we play. All right, let's take the call. Good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Jerry.
Welcome.
Mr. Robin.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Small. Yeah, yeah, I bet you there a while ago, but anyway, let me keep focused on what I talk about. Right? You've been talking about the age 16, the age of consent, right?
Yeah.
All right. Me only get one child so far to grow, right? But as a human being go up on earth here and observing, I've been learning and watching other people doing them things and thinking for myself. I feel like by my child reach the age of 12, I'm supposed to teach my child all the ropes and the realities of life.
Yeah.
So by my child reach the age of 16, my child supposed to conduct herself, because it's a girl, or it's a boy himself, in a sensible way. Because if you go up in a household, you really show some facts of life and some real, code of life. You're supposed to be conducting yourself. Them time. So by them time, they're supposed to can start, look at employment. If me have a business running for myself, you can come work with the family business then. But by them age, you're supposed to can stand up on your foot as a man or a woman, really. Suppose the child intend to be, acting stupid like them not take heed. As I say, me show the sign. And if you don't want to take the sign, me not come on a jail for you, me not come on a funeral for you, and me not go cry too much for you. So if the child at that age still act like, them now face certain facts over 16 years of them on earth. On a level, I couldn't really blame the parents if him say, all right, you hear me, you're there on your own. Because me have been teaching you, I've been helping you, I'm willing to help you even 16 more years. If you act like you learn. But if you're not acting like you learn, then I don't think I could blame the parents after them reach 16 to say, you hear me? Sometimes you have to learn some people for learn the hard way too, like me have my mother's sister. One time she tell me a story of an eagle. Here what she said now about the eagle. When the eagle build it nest, he put mac at the bottom first. And then put the rough stick on top, then he put the soft bush grass thing pan that now. So when the eggs start to hatch, as time go by, him start to move the little grass thing, the little soft leaving on the stick now. After a certain time, him start to remove the stick, so the eagle have to learn to turn up on him foot. Now when it reaches certain levels though, him put the eagle upon him back, upon her back, and fly go high in the sky. And fly go in the sky and go so zoop, and move from underneath the eagle. And the eagle supposed to start fly by now, And say, the eagle still stand up on him more. Him go so zoop and go catch him back again. And do it again one more time. If him still not stand up the third time, when him do that,
if him not stand up,
I mean, supposed to start fly on him own.
Oh.
So by the third time, if the mama eagle and the father eagle, I don't know how them do that. I think it's the mother eagle. If the third time the eagle do not fly, it's like the eagle upon him own, and straight to ground, you're going to reach a better fly. Because life is about responsibility. Everyone has to learn to take responsibility. Not because my parents and a little bit of your help.
Right. Anyway, as I say, parents, whether it's animal parents or human parents, should study and calculate and prepare them young before them reach the time when them need. Them can't wait until you give them time. Them have to prepare them before them reach the stage, okay? All right, the time short now, so I'm going to look for your call me tomorrow early.
All right, bless up.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we have our next call. We do?
Jerry.
Welcome.
Good day, man. I know say time down, so I just want to talk short. These movies about Charles Bronson, Death Wish, you used to watch them? I don't know about them.
No, I don't really watch them, no.
It was some movie about some bad guy in our district where I kill people and I rob old people and I rape and the police know them and now do nothing about them. And him take it upon himself to get rid of them.
Oh, Charles Bronson, take it upon himself, like a one-man vigilante.
Yes, a one-man vigilante. To me, I talk about up at Bobo Hill. Sometimes a lot of the killing we are going now, True, that are going, A lot of the killing, man rob man money, all in a scamming, man get money, and if he pay when he pay and he no pay and vigilante.
What time you have this, huh? All right, no, so what you suggesting now? Why you bring up Charles Bronson?
No, I say sometime I that have to fix the crime.
What have to fix crime? A one hero?
Even two.
No, that method is comic. All right, that's right. That right for sell and make money and amuse people.
No, man, that's happening in real life.
All right, tell me what happened in real life. Tell me.
It happened for real, man.
Tell me it happened to real.
Well, right now, me know a pre-there last down here. We always take a people boat. Everybody know. And it's like them get rid of them a couple of weeks ago.
That's what you're telling me in real life?
Yeah.
So what you tell me say it's Charles Bronson you tell me about, and a one man and a two man?
No, man, me only tell about the movies, them where him start.
No, but I sure is not by the movie method. And anything done by the movie method not going to stand up in a real life.
Well, America kill a lot of people vigilante style, you know.
Yeah, so you're recommending America as the way to go.
Not everything. Some.
All right. Well, from my experience, I know that no reform of the present system in Jamaica is going to bring about what the people in Jamaica need. It's not no reform system. It's something completely new and different. Not any reform. Not any repair job. You know?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
So, you have children in a teenage bracket?
No.
Your children past that or them not reach that yet?
One pass it and one not reach it.
Oh yeah. So the one where don't reach it yet, how old are they?
9.
9. A male or female?
Male.
You start talk to them about some of the realities of grown up life?
Yeah.
Like what? Like what you talk to them about?
Get the education where them a teach at school and stay out of trouble. If you have to run. If you can't run, you stand up and fight.
All right. What kind of thing your 9-year-old son like?
Well, he might do some farm art. We shall figure out him get that from me, because that's the only thing become person at school. Drawing. And him doing like a farming, dig ground and plant.
Who teach him to do the ground?
Me.
Okay.
Me him watch, man. Me never really teach him. He just watch me. I do me like a farming and him a copy it.
Yeah. You give him a certain place to plant?
Yeah. Him have him own little.
And
yeah.
So what fruits him like?
I mean, everything, you know, him eat.
So all of the fruits him like, you grow them?
No.
Oh, so him have some fruits him like that you don't grow?
Yeah.
So like one?
Like the apple, the local apple, orange, and them stuff there.
So why you don't make him find a way how to plant the apple tree?
Well, me have one when me sow you know, it just start grow. Me set it and it just start grow, so me I make him plant it.
Yeah.
Me set the seed and me I make him plant it.
So you can drive?
Yeah, man.
You have a vehicle?
Yeah.
So you not show him how the vehicle work?
Yeah, me I'll show him.
You going to?
Yeah.
You not start yet?
No, me not start yet.
No, man, you can start as early as possible, because them interested in a vehicle now.
I know, but the car, them always, they're completely finished.
Car
now? Can fix them. I never had time to done them properly yet.
Who?
Me.
So them a work?
Yeah, man, them a work legal for the road, but, you know, me always have to work on them today and then do other people work tomorrow.
All right. Well, tomorrow we have some more time, but it is vital for us to form some relationship with our children.
Yeah, man.
Talking to them and find out what them want to talk about. You know?
Yes, Jerry.
All right, I'm going to talk earlier tomorrow. I want to play 2 pieces of music unless the next call come in. Let's get back to Nancy Wilson. Say it's all over. Whatever.
when you look into his eyes and he turns away. When you're at a corner table and there's nothing much to say. Does he have to draw your pictures? Does he have to spell it out? Face it, girl. It's over. Oh, yeah, it's over. When he glances at his watch and it isn't late, and you try hard to amuse him, but he doesn't concentrate. Just how plainly can he tell you? Does he have to shout out loud? Face it, girl. Oh, yeah, it's over. What's the use in hanging on while he slowly slips away from you? Don't go along for the ride. Keep some semblance of pride. There's really nothing else you can do. Well, the time has come, I know, for our last goodbye. Guess I'll have to go on living when it's easier to die. Give me strength enough to take it like a woman should. Give me the strength I need to take it. Gotta go on, I gotta make it. I know.
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So